So, where the hell are we?
I actually don't remember. You need to get someone needs to give me a.
It's a good thing I'm going to give you a synopsis of last session because a lot happened. Last session, our party of intrepid abductees resumed their search for the nefarious Fritz, whom had attempted to get them killed in the sewers beneath Bevesk's castle ward. Their search led them all to the castle ward, on the way to which they encountered a political gathering obscuring their path. Viscount Tyon Sirdir relented to a referendum for the very leadership of Bevesk in 5 days. Upon arriving to the castle ward, they encountered the legendary potion maker Beorholm, whom seemed very interested in rare ingredients. They visited the Temple of Tyr and briefly met with the recently appointed Abbot Siphus. They checked the Temple of Erdrefania for any sign of Fritz and perhaps some leftover owlbear bits to sell to Beorholm. They finally found Fritz in the lower burrows, licking his wounds in the brass cask, a charming but very quaint tavern run by an enormous man named Thoriak. They escorted Fritz to the local head officer at the Gladmore garrison, Sergeant Cloud. Sergeant Cloud promised the party compensation if their claims were supported by evidence. While they waited for Clown... Everything okay?
My tablet.
Okay. We'll just wait till Laura gets back.
I'm still listening.
Okay. While they waited for Crown's Blade Guard to investigate Fritz's crimes, they assisted a local farmer, Humbert Shelby, in discovering what manner of beastie was plundering his crops at night. They indeed discovered 2 such beasties, a young girl named Rennie and her even younger brother Jacob. Our party negotiated a work-for-trade deal with Farmer Shelby and the orphans, and took Humbert's reward money to Thoriak, knowing he would likely use it to feed the growing number of orphan children in Bevesk. With newfound respect for our party members, Thoriak in hushed tones asked his new friends for a very large favor. And that's where we left off. You're standing in the brass cask with a dead man in your bag of holding and more loose ends than ever.
More dead men in our bag of holding.
Always end up dead.
It's 8:15 in the morning.
There was an offer made. Like, this is... Thoriak didn't force this on us.
No. What would you
My
like to do?
Oh boy.
So what did he look like before he was pieces?
Well, he was a younger guy, but he was real poorly taken care of, kind of paunchy around the neck and chin area, and he had the missing patchy beard, and he was about, I don't know, you guys don't live that long, right? He's 22, 24 years old.
Are there any pig farms around here?
Oh yeah, there's some to the southwest here.
So, I read in a book that if you want to hide a body for whatever reason, you feed it to the pigs, because the pigs will, eat all of it.
I read this in a book as well. I believe it was called Snatched.
Yes.
What books are you guys reading?
It was in a library.
Yeah.
It was an exciting. It was a crime caper. There was a lot going on in it. Thieves. There was an underground fighting ring. It was very exciting. It was all the ne'er-do-wells.
So I think a pig farm, if you want to go the hide the body route, if you want to go, but he's worried that suspicion will get cast upon him. So we may not want to hide the body. Maybe we want to do a frame job. I don't know. Or maybe we need to turn him in a way, I don't know.
Are you talking about turning me in now?
No, I don't want to turn you in a way that would get you not in trouble. I don't know. I'm voting for pig farm, personally.
I mean, I'm all right with that. My concern, of course, is that somebody saw me talking to old Pete, and that's his name. His name is Pete. I don't know his last name. Don't ask.
How good is your disguise kit? Because
That's what I was
maybe
gonna
we
say.
can have
It's
you
the right
pretend to
age.
be
Super
him.
patchy beard before.
I'm really... Patchy beard is my specialty. So then we could have me be spotted leaving, and then we can have other reports of you talking to him alive, leaving here.
Yeah, we can take his clothes off him. Did anyone?
Oh, I don't want to do that. So I think it's better if
in
he's...
your bag over there.
I thought he was in pieces.
He's in bad
I
shape.
mushed him up real
Pieces.
good.
Yeah.
Did he have a
there's-
cloak or anything that you took off before you chopped him
we
into
can look in
pieces?
there.
I don't want- I think
it's just like a tunic situation.
Yeah, I think if he's doing the activities that he was caught doing, he might not have been trying to be overly in the public eye. So maybe a dark cloak and a poncho.
He was right proud of it. He was a nasty pig. He thought he was invincible. He was
makes
Emily's
sense.
nephew,
Okay.
so I mean, he thought he could get away with anything here.
Do you have a room where I could try and see if I can put something together?
Be my guest.
Great.
And he escorts you to just around the corner of the bar. There's a single room with 4 cots in it.
Great.
And do you need privacy? I can close the doors.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ladies can't see you down
So I
the
can
bits.
concentrate.
No, a little more around the neck there.
In here?
Yeah, can you make like a double chin situation?
I'm gonna try.
I mean, you're
Just some-
spindly legged
some
too, so I
lighting.
mean, you got that going on.
Great, yeah, very
But
spindly legged.
Maybe we can stuff a pillow.
That's
up
what I was
underneath.
thinking. Yeah, I've got some cotton. You mind if I tear up one of these
Make,
pillows?
yeah, make a performance check with advantage.
Great. That's 19.
19. I mean, based on the fact that you've never actually seen old Pete intact, it's pretty good. I mean, if somebody wasn't intimately aware of old Pete and just had like a vague description of him, you'd match that pretty well.
Great.
All right, so what is we going to do? Because I mean, my patrons are going to start coming in here soon, and I mean, they know what he looks like.
So I think we do a little play, and as soon as we have any witnesses, you tell me, Pete, to get out of here,
All right,
and then I will shake my fist at you,
all right.
and then everyone will see Pete leaving, or no, I'll cause the trouble so it doesn't seem like you started.
Can you kind of sound like this? Is how do people talk like
This
that?
is how people talk like.
Well, I mean, you don't need to be that low. You could be.
You can be
You
that
can be-
low.
Yeah.
I could be that low.
That's
Perfect.
that's amazing.
Great. I'm going to try that then.
All right. Yeah.
Cool.
But I mean, be a real asshole about it.
I'm going to be a dick.
Oh, right.
I am Pete the Dick. I am Pete Dick.
Maybe you can pretend like you got really drunk.
Yeah, I'm good at
Mad.
that.
You're
Come
like-
out here.
Yeah.
Maybe
I've been
talk
here all
about
night.
going to another town, visiting another town somehow.
Great. Yep, no, I can do
Maybe
that.
no one appreciates me in Bevesk. I'm gonna go to what's a town north of here or something.
Gladmore. It's a really big town.
Oh, that's true.
It's a-
Gladmore. I should know
You
that.
could say he's going to go
I
to
knew
town that
that.
no one would even recognize him if he.
Yeah.
You're not appreciated in this town.
There's
yeah?
what is it called? Corn shaft down to the southwest.
Corn chef, that sounds great. I'm Pete the corn chef guy.
All right.
I'm going to do this. I got this.
Sure. I mean, I'll basically just I'll do this thing called yes and I'll just kind of follow your lead on
Great.
where old Pete's going to move. And around that time, a human lady comes in. She's in her probably early to mid 40s. She's kind of shorter, very stout, with straight red hair, kind of stringy, large brown eyes. Was probably quite a looker at one point, but life has clearly been hard on her. She's wearing tattered clothing and a hat with a big prominent feather in it. And she exhaustedly puts both arms on the bar and gestures over for Thoriak. And he kind of comes over and says, "Hey, what can I get for you, Elette?" And she's like, "Just something to eat, please." And he goes in the back and just hands her a little pre-wrapped package. And you guys are very familiar with what are these packages. It's just a little bit of dried meat and some bread. She's cold, don't worry about her. That's good people, right, Elette? Yeah. Hello, friends of Thoriak's.
Hi, Let. Was it?
Elette.
Illet.
Yeah, it's Elette.
I'm Vanya.
It's
Nice to meet you.
Vanya. Don't mind me if you look like you were having some sort of conversation.
Yeah, we just talking with Pete over here. You know,
I'm
seems like a-
Pete.
Sure you are. And she kind of glances over at Thoriak. He's like, "That's old Pete, right? Elette?"
Well, he's not young Pete. Look at him.
No, yeah, no, he's
I'm a young man who's handsome.
Look, I'm not looking to upset any apple carts. I've had a rough night, and I just want some breakfast, and then I'm gonna go home.
Can I buy your breakfast for you?
Thoriak's like, "Oh, God, don't worry about it. Let's get people."
Did something happen?
No, it's just they what do they call it? I'm disenfranchised with my position, my job.
What is your job?
And she gets really quiet. And she doesn't really say anything. And Thoriak has an is an entertainer around.
Right.
these
No,
parts.
I get it. That's cool. It's fine.
I like message Vanya. Like, what kind of entertainment? You seem to know.
Lady of the evening. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. Are people hurting you, or are you?
I can sometimes.
Oh,
It's I'm just trying to save up,
right.
and I'm out of here.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna try and get me and my daughter to Gladmore. They say that nobody's a pauper in Gladmore.
I'm from Gladmore.
Gladmore. Is it as lovely as they say?
Well, I think it's very nice, but I never like to stay put for too long, so.
I just want to be safe, and I want my daughter to be safe and taken care of.
How much do you need to get to Gladmore?
Well, I mean, I could just walk, but I'm worried about the trip, and I don't really have any place to go once I get there. So.
What kind of work would you look for in Gladmore?
I could be like a barmaid. I'm really good with people.
Yeah.
So she goes back to her modest meal, and Thoriak puts a huge mug of ale that fits his hand right next to her. She's like, drink up, my love.
Thoriak, you're not looking for any waitresses, are you?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
Hey, be nice. I'm helping you with your.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I like that pocket. So, when you, if you're looking around for some better garb, because you're looking a little bit shabby and you smell like shit, and he flips back a very unique looking coin to you that you recognize immediately. Salazar up in the market runs a tannery.
Tannery.
Yeah, show him that.
Will do. Thank you so much for the help.
Sorry, old Pete.
I appreciate your references.
So, are we just gonna wait around and maybe people will come in? Maybe I'll throw you out on the street.
That's what I was thinking. You could throw me out. I'm very light.
Yeah, trust me, I think I can accommodate. Are you a good like tumbler?
I'm very good.
All right.
I've been thrown out of many places.
I don't think we should go out with you because I don't want to
Thinking that
lead
too.
suspicion to us.
Yeah.
So maybe we just decide to meet you at a location in an hour. Or
Great.
something,
No, that works for me. I'll
The
just
pig
hang out
farm?
here.
and then we can
Meet you at the pig
we can eat
farm.
some breakfast here. Yeah, maybe we can eat.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, shouldn't we do that at nighttime, undercover? You know.
Wait, what are you wanting to do at nighttime undercovers?
You know, feed the pig.
Feed the pigs. All right.
Yeah.
Great. So do you guys want to wait around a little bit while Thoriak chucks pocket out? Is that what we're doing right now?
Yeah, we're gonna eat breakfast here, and we're just gonna meet up with him.
All right.
At where should we meet?
Yeah,
We still have to fight an earth elemental, don't we?
we could,
That
yeah.
thing. We have to. It's a strong word. I mean, for money. You guys like
can.
money. Where was that at? I forget.
It's like southwest, I think, or something. It's out of town.
Elemental core of Earth.
I'd offer to help you out.
Southwest of town,
I don't
ruins
wanna-
Elven. And Elven ruins.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So maybe we meet southwest of town in an hour.
I would do better with directions. I'm not that good in the wilderness.
Okay. Let's meet.
Like a place.
We can meet at the place where we're staying, the inn.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
The inn. In an hour.
All right. So shall we do this?
Let's make it happen.
All right, Elette, you didn't see any of this, right? She's like, I'm not paying attention. It's fine. And he grabs you by your belt and the scruff of your collar and says, "Get the fuck out of here!" and chucks you into the street. Let's make an athletics check, or the other one that rogues are good at.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Thank you. That would be so much better for me. Yeah, that makes it a
Before you
14.
left.
14. Okay. So you managed to avoid hurting yourself. Barely. Like it's a legit looking fall. It's not a performance.
Took everything I could not to break my bones.
Yep. He probably chucked you a good 25 feet. And you caught air. Thoriak is closer to 8 feet tall than 7, and built like
The
a bear.
physics worked out.
Yep.
And Callisto is actually gonna follow Thoriak out of the bar and say, "Grab my ass again, you bastard," and see what happens.
Oh, right. That's pretty good.
I will never come back here. You will respect Pete, or you will pay the price. I'm leaving.
All right, just go.
I'm going. Cornchaff will treat me well.
Bloody pervert.
Thanks, Thoriak.
Lots of people in Cornchaff for me that I would like. Yep.
All right, well, good luck with your crossing of people's physical boundaries.
Thank you.
All right, Pete. You know what? Right. You did a pretty good job.
Perfect.
And people have noticed. I mean, it's probably 9:30, 10 in the morning. People are bustling around just a little bit, you know, people mulling about heading up to the castle ward for their kind of labor jobs that people hire folks to do up there. Yeah, you guys have made quite a scene.
Yes. Awesome.
Perfect.
I think that went well.
So let's lay low for like an hour, and then we'll head to the inn. Do you guys want some breakfast?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
right. I'll get, you know what? 5 copper for all of you. You can have the house special. It's bread and meat. And,
5 copper total?
Yeah.
I will cover that.
Thanks.
It's not good, but it's it's probably 2 or 3 day old bread, and some jerky of dubious origins. But it's what's available around here, and if Thoriak was offering anything finer, people couldn't afford it.
Real quick question. What was the name of the tanner?
Solazar.
Salazar. Great. Perfect.
So while we're eating, I guess hushly,
Sure.
because that woman might be listening. Who knows? So we need to. So we think maybe that this syndicate might be disappearing some people.
But then they're coming back all like different sometimes.
They're coming back all different.
Like-
So we're thinking maybe it's the demon thing.
Yeah,
Maybe. But anytime we ask anybody anything, they get real quiet and they warn me to stop asking questions.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to ask more questions now. And
Should we ask Thoriak?
we've asked Thoriak many times, and he will not tell us much.
Maybe
so-
he will, though. Now that he trusts us a little more, we're helping him with this.
I think we asked him a bunch of questions about this stuff, and he sort of gave us the information of like who's in charge around here.
Yep.
Maybe this Ilette. I go up to Ilette and sit next to her while she's eating, and I got my food.
Hey, if anyone notices Pete was kind of off, we can say that happened to him, and he was just a little slightly off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Stealth check for me.
Yes.
But he didn't disappear. Like no one.
Well, he hasn't disappeared.
That is a 24.
No one knows. No one says anything. So Ilette, we're new in town.
Right.
If you may have assumed that seeing me.
I've seen but maybe one other dragonborn around here. So.
Yeah, we don't get west all that much yet, and
Yet. That's.
yeah, because I mean,
A little ominous.
Dragonborns are scary, apparently.
no, we just the most of our traveling is on the different part of the continent, and eventually we'll probably travel more west or something.
That's fine. Whatever.
Anyway, but like, have you noticed that there are people that disappear in town
all
and then
the
they
time.
show back up and they're not quite the same as they were before?
I heard of a guy. Yeah. He was.
With a wife and 2 kids?
Yeah, local guy. He loved his family. He really did. He was a good man. He worked up as a gardener up in the castle ward. And
Okay.
he came back after disappearing for, I think it might have been a couple of weeks.
He was going hard.
Maybe, I don't know, a night or two later, his missus kicked him out.
Do you know his name? We got his name, right? We know his name. Do we know his name?
Missing human mom, Ayla.
Someone's the keen mind.
Jacob. Oh, that's the kid.
I'm gonna write it down. So, okay.
Your keen mind helps you remember that no one asked.
No one asked this his name.
I mean,
It's it. Well, so at this point, we're trying to track this guy down, maybe, because he disappeared again, right? After he got kicked out, he kind of vanished.
Yeah, he was acting weird, and he walked through the town square. It's the last I saw of him.
And then his wife disappeared shortly after that.
that was Ayla, right? Ayla was the wife.
Oh yeah, Ayla's lovely.
But I did not get the dad's name.
She's a cook up at the castle.
So if we head up to the castle, maybe,
Well, she's missing.
but we can maybe get some more information on them. Because I don't know how to do the clever covert stuff. I feel like my strength might just be barging in with you two and demanding that people tell me what we need to know, or else you guys will
I
beat
love
them
that.
up.
Also,
Yeah.
there was that
Because that's-
cleric.
I'm so good with that plan.
There's that Andara. Was it Andara? The cleric at the Temple of Tyr that just up and left.
She
all of a
just
sudden?
she got
Just got called back or whatever, and then
yeah.
that
But-
weird guy replaced her.
Yeah, that guy's real sketchy. Although it seems that everything around Tyr is very sketchy.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name?
He didn't like me or you.
And he refused
I don't know why
to-
anyone would not like me. That's suspicious.
Yeah, it was because he was a human, right? Or he was an elf.
He was.
I think he was a human. There's something weird about that dude.
He was weird.
Super weird.
We had
Everyone.
no issue with. This is what happens when you don't play D&D for 2 weeks. You literally forget everything that happened.
Around
We,
that,
lear-
sorry.
we learned a lot of information last time.
Yeah,
Trouble with names.
Around that time,
I got Andara.
an elven lady comes in and sits at the bar. Thoria goes, "Hey, what's up, Idro? How you doing?" She's like, "Hey, Thoriak." He's like, "Yeah, any sign of Bryn?" He's like, "Nah." Are you hungry? You want something to drink? She's like, "Just a tank of ale, please." And he slides one over to her. It's on my house, as usual.
How does he make any money? He gives so much away.
He probably doesn't make any money. I mean,
Yeah.
look at this place.
Maybe donations.
Did you hear that he asked about a Bryn? Is that just another missing person?
Bryn.
Bryn.
I'm gonna just message Thoriak from across the room
Okay.
and just be like, "Hey, Thoriak, is Bryn another missing person?" I like a wave, like so it can see me whispering as I'm talking. Like, you guys are talking about Bryn. Is that somebody else who's missing? We're on the case of the missing people. I want
And
to
he
find
thinks
this
real hard back at you.
because
Does that work?
no, I do. I'm like, no, you have to whisper, and then only I'll hear it.
Oh, yeah, Idro's daughter's missing.
And his daughter is missing. Okay.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna get a pet right now.
When did she go missing?
We're sad about the rats.
I don't know, you're gonna have to ask Idro.
I mean, yeah, that's
Oh, I
very
don't wanna-
sad.
That sounds terrible. That doesn't
I mean,
sound.
best of my recollection, 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Lots of people around that time going missing.
It's not when we went missing, though, is it? We went missing like a week ago.
Did we come back as pod people? Are we different and we just don't realize it?
Laura spoils the campaign.
I mean, I can't answer that question for I don't know what you were like before we met.
Was that only a week ago?
Because we came
Yeah,
back.
it was only a week ago.
Because we came back.
God, this week has felt like.
Are we different
2
and we
months.
just don't know it?
I'm different, but I'm painfully aware of it. So.
I mean,
I don't think that we need to be asking these deep existential questions about whether or not we are who we think we are. there's a great dragonborn philosopher who said he dove deep into that until eventually he peeled his own skin off, trying to reveal that he in fact wasn't him, but he was just a skeleton. And so if you go too deep on those kinds of thoughts, you end up.
Great.
It's
No
best
more
to just.
thinking.
It's just best to focus on the material world.
This guy is
I
really
did
grim.
run-
Like it's somber around here. It's really bringing you down.
I did run into somebody I knew, and she didn't say anything. A couple people I knew at my temple, so that would probably be a sign if we came back to.
Sounds like some drunk guys are out back fighting. I'll be right back. And he walks around back. Hey, shut up. Yeah, I'm right here.
I'm gonna go up to Idra then.
Sure, Idril.
Idril. I thought it was
I said he went for the cognac, so I said he
hello, Idril. Nice to meet you. My name is Bramash, and I am here with a group of people who have been recently. We were kidnapped from different places, and some of them were even in this town when this happened. I point to the two that were in the town, and so we are now back in town, and our goal is my personal goal is to find the person who has kidnapped people and taken these people and have them smash his face in with their hammers. So you have a sword now,
where did
right?
I have a mace.
I have
You
a
know-
hammer.
Mace is a hammer.
Where did they take you?
hammer.
Did you see anybody else?
There was a halfling there. That was the only one that we saw, was this halfling who was taken with us. But we were way down south was where we were taken. So we're wondering. I'm trying to get any clues because I heard that your daughter. And I don't want to bring this up.
South of town.
Was south of how far south of
I
town?
mean, she was just by the farm, so to the southeast. She was bringing up some vegetables and produce up to the market. The farms.
Okay. So she was.
You didn't see any elf girls?
We haven't seen any lost elf girls.
Why are we having the dragonborn interrogate?
Shh.
Because
Talking here.
I took the.
She's very invested.
Yeah, so we're gonna.
Seems like he's had a
all right. That's
What are you going to do?
well. We're doing an investigation
It's cute
right
watching him get more
now,
confidence.
and
Just let
so
him-
far nobody is talking or saying
Anything I can
anything.
to help, please. Please,
And
anybody. I'm sorry.
What?
do you happen to know he was a human gardener up in the castle ward who disappeared, right? And his wife was Ayla. She was an
Ayla's
elven
from I know
cook,
Ayla.
and she also has
What
disappeared.
was her husband's name?
What was her husband's name? Do you remember?
Percival, I think.
Percival. Okay, because he vanished for a while and then he came back and he was like weird and different. We hear.
I thought he was just drunk. That's what I said.
That's what. Then
Was he acting drunk?
I mean, I didn't see him. I'm sorry.
But he worked up that. So they all worked up in the castle and stuff, right? Do you? Where? What do you do around here?
I'm a woodworker. I work over at the guild hall.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Have you heard a lot? Because it sounds like a lot of people have kind of gone missing recently.
Life is cheap down here.
That's not good. I don't know the value of money well enough to understand
Is it
how
just-
cheap
More of an
life is.
expression, really.
Or is it just people from the lower barracks disappearing, or is it all over the place?
I mean, I don't get out much other than my job. I mean, I work up in the market, but
I just want to know if it's targeted towards poor people.
I think I personally know 2 or 3
All from the lower barracks?
boroughs. Yeah,
Barrows, oh, whatever.
it's all right. There's a barracks up there.
Yeah. I wonder if there's anyone from other regions are missing.
So you're gonna look for my daughter?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're looking for.
What does she look like?
And she's elfin. She's got fiery red hair like her dad. And she's about 16, 17.
Very young.
Okay. What color are her eyes?
They're green.
Any features that might stand out?
She looked a lot like me, everybody
Okay,
says.
looks like you. Okay.
And what does it look like? I know that.
You said red hair.
Yeah, she's got red hair, and kind of a strong chin for an elf, and a very pointed nose.
And you said she would carry vegetables for the farmers up to the market.
Yeah, I mean, she was a young girl, but she was trying to make some spending money.
Yeah.
I supported her in that. I was hoping she'd get married and leave.
Were there any specific farmers that she would work with most often? Anyone who might have seen her last when she was?
She would carry squashes and berries for Humber. Some of the larger meat farms to the southwest.
Okay.
Southwest is where we'll find the pigs, right?
Yes, there's a pig farm down
Yeah, we're looking. I'm a big fan of pig.
He likes bacon a lot. I don't know if they
I mean, it's
Yeah.
They're very cute.
They're very
And-
I feel like I'm getting mixed messages, but
Yeah.
thank you so much. I don't
Yeah.
have much, but you can have everything because she's my everything. And
You don't have to
You
give
don't have to
us,
give us
anything.
Anything until we
We're
actually
already
do
kind
anything.
of we're already looking for missing people.
Yeah. So
she
might
looks
as
you
well.
over.
I'm a cleric of Airdrie. You know, like this is what I do. You know, I don't like people being captive. You know, I think people should be free.
And you can see hope appearing across her face for probably the first time in a couple weeks. I'm afraid to.
I'm not saying we're gonna be able to do anything. I'm just saying we're gonna try.
Yeah,
And
we'll
that's why we
definitely-
were asking you
definitely try our
questions, is
best.
to get clues on where to look next.
I know what I'm going to do for you guys. If you find my daughter, I know what I'm
Alright.
going to do.
Okay.
Okay. Well, no pressure, right?
Yeah.
Well, now I just want to go have you guys bust down a door.
I love being the muscle for a dragonborn. It's making my entire life.
I'm gonna strike the 10. Don't worry about it.
And it's probably 10:30 or so in the morning. Other patrons are starting to kind of filter in, filter out. Some of them Thoriak clearly doesn't have as close of a relationship with. He's just kind of like, what do you want?
I'm gonna make a missing person list because this is getting long.
That's probably smart. Also, how long has it been since we
45 minutes,
separated
almost an
from
hour.
our friends?
So it's time to let's head southwest of town, and
I thought we were gonna meet him at the end.
I think we're gonna meet him southwest of town.
No, he's bad with directions, so we're meeting him at
Oh, I did not hear that part.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Pocket stumbling, lost in the woods for 3 hours.
So,
Find him
as per
eventually.
your fantastic stealth roll, you managed to initially head southwest of town towards the general direction of Corn Chaff, and then you managed to slip into the shadows and make your way back to the Hunter and Tankard.
great. Would I have time? Definitely has in the stealth time
Sure.
peeled off the disguise.
Sure.
Would he have time on the way back to the tankard to just check the tenor of the referendum people? Like, Pocket's going to be looking for people that are like handing out anything or anything like that.
So sure, yeah. As you kind of slip out of your disguise around a corner, and amazingly, Pocket just appears around an alley. You see a couple of kind of slovenly drunken humans say, 4 more days. 4 more days and he's out of here. Bloody knifey. And you see a flyer tacked to a wall. And what does that flyer say, Jesse?
It's all right.
It's a
Pocket.
Pocket upsetting my apple cart.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You see a flyer tacked to a wall, and in pretty nice print it says, "Confused, scared, make your way to the Shrine of Tyr in the Castle Ward. Find justice in life and injustice balance. All are welcome."
Except for us. I'm not there, but
Indignation.
Pocket would like to engage the 2 gentlemen that are awful.
Yeah. Alright, how's it going, mate?
Oh, pretty good. I was just, this referendum business, crazy,
Oh,
right?
man, it's the first good news I've had in a long time,
I
right?
could not be more excited to hear it, but I'm new to town and really excited about the cause. I was wondering if there's any, can I meet up and do more? I wanted to get this going.
I mean, I'm going to stop doing my Thoriac voice now because it's my general slovenly Cockney voice. Yeah, so, I mean, you can always try and find Olin in town. Sometimes he's escorting his master around. Sometimes he can put you to work.
Okay, yeah.
We tried. They said they didn't need any more guards over his estate. Sorry.
No worries.
But sometimes they'll hire a guy to surveil his estate over there.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, some people don't like Jonas Donnell. Can you believe that?
No way. That makes no sense at all.
Oh no, he's so smart and he's so likable, right?
It's such a truth. It is so true. And is Jonas, anyone else helping Jonas in this cause, or is he doing all the work himself?
I mean, he's got powerful friends. He's really smart, right?
Yeah,
he's probably the smartest guy here in town, I think. He's very stable and kind of a genius, I think.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Referendum.
Referendum now, mate.
Wow. Thanks so much. Yeah, so 4 days.
4 more days.
Until
referendum. Be sure to vote, right? Tell your friends, all right? We all got to vote. We got to stand together in the town square.
Great.
You know what to do, right?
I might need a reminder. It's been a long...
Right, we got to get every human in town.
Yeah.
Vote for Jonas Donnell in the town square.
We all
4
vote
days.
for
I can't
Jonas.
believe I got to tell you this, mate.
No, it's just I want to make sure that there was no one else to help. I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing everything I can. I mean, voting's obvious, but I didn't know there's anything else I could be doing on the
Make
on the
sure
day.
everybody that you know votes for
I'm
Jonas.
gonna go talk. I'm friends with a soldier type, and I want to get them rallied. So I'll go do that.
That's a good idea.
And don't worry about it. I've got it. You guys take the next couple of days off.
That sounds great.
Party.
I'm not sure what. I like to party.
Yeah, you party.
All right.
I'll do things.
They kind of stumble towards the hunter and tankers.
Great. And Pocket's gonna make his way to the 100 tanker.
Oh, it's going our way, are you, mate?
Yeah, it's a little awkward. I thought you were going somewhere else.
No,
I'm meeting my
You said
soldier.
we should party.
Yeah, no, you go. I'm just gonna hang out here.
All right.
I'm meeting my soldier friend.
Soldier. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, give him our support too.
I'll tell her that.
Okay.
Bye.
So long, and they belly up to the bar at the hunter and tankers.
Great.
So, you guys are in the Lord Boroughs. Pocket is in the Ternary Market.
As we're headed that way.
Okay.
It's about that time, right?
Yeah, probably should.
Cool. And as you make your way down, you'll have to head up through the town square. The place is a bustle. People are talking about the referendum. It's big news. As Vanya was aware, and as Callisto was aware, Viscount Sir Deer and his lady were appointed directly by the Queen of Gladmore, Bevesk, but in the spirit of democracy, they can be voted out, and this is huge. And there is a growing human populace that is angry that they have to share space with other races in Bevesk, and they would like to have more representation from a human representative. And somebody is stirring those coals like crazy.
This is especially fun to play on the day that that the UK officially leaves the European Union. Woo!
Pocket's hand against exit near the entrance of the tanker, just leaning against the wall and watching.
So you guys arrive. You see Pocket.
It's me, Pocket.
Yeah, we know. You took
I'm
off
not
your
in disguise anymore.
Yeah, we know.
But last you saw me, I was in disguise, so I want to make sure.
What? I had no idea that was
See?
you.
It's me.
Yeah.
It's Pockets.
I guess I just always recognize you. We must have some kind of connection that just.
It was a pretty good disguise. You did a pretty good job.
Yeah, but we saw Pocket go into a room and then Pete come out. So.
But he really sold it.
I think we do. We are connected. We're the friends.
Okay, you're standing outside of
That
the Hunter and
sticks,
Tankard
so
in the
help me
turning market. What would you like to do now?
So if we want to earn money, there's that earth core. I think we got to dispose of body, but I don't think we should do that in daylight.
We also probably shouldn't talk about it. In the Turner
Go to the
Market.
castle ward and ask around about what's our missing
Bryn,
Nope.
Ayla,
Nope.
and Eden Grave.
Nope. The guy.
Percival.
That missing person.
Percival. He's like I think our strongest lead. Percival, I think Bryn, we need to find her, but I don't think we've got any leads on her at all. She kind of just vanished from a field.
We might be able to talk to some of the farmers and
yeah.
just see.
That one farmer we helped before.
Yeah,
that
he'd probably be.
But
she worked for him.
I feel like maybe people might have already asked. I feel like the place that people aren't asking about is the castle ward with the no one asks the nobles anything ever. They just leave them to do whatever they want to do. And
We should ask if they have anybody missing from their area too, because I have a feeling that
they
they're
don't.
targeting the poor people.
So let's maybe head to the castle ward.
Yeah, I like
we didn't
that
really
plan.
we didn't really look around or do anything up there when we were there. We just kind of ended
we
up.
went to Beaver Home.
Yeah, we went to beer home. We went to the temple. So let's see. So there was a cook in the castle ward, and a gardener.
Gardener, yeah.
It's I don't know how big the castle ward's not that big, is it?
It's not, but it's very insular, and there is a increased Crown's Blade Guard presence there. It is very clean. The houses are large, well taken care of. There are very few shops. What is there is very specialized. The Turnering Market is a nice market, and most people still travel to the Turnering Market. There are, but it's a very insular culture up there. It's almost like the Castle Ward and then the rest of Bevesk. Yeah.
So yeah, maybe go get some information, and then while we're going looking for the Earth essence,
We
we'll,
can do that tonight.
yeah, we'll have
or
some
later.
like
Yeah.
we can keep an eye out while we're down there, but more information before we head out, the better, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we're in a hurry to fight that. No.
I don't want to.
It is good money. How much was he offering us?
Not enough. It's like 150 gold.
175 or something like that?
Yeah, it's not a lot. It's not enough.
I know, right?
It's not enough. I don't want to fight an earth elemental.
Okay. Are they that bad? I mean,
I'm
what is it,
assuming
like,
they are. They're like big rock monsters,
It
right?
doesn't sound that scary to me. I don't know.
There's a big rock. Like imagine like a big boulder stood up and then sat on you. That's what I imagine a big rock elemental is. He's a big like rock guy.
Well, it's at Earth, so maybe it's just dirt.
What if you've been buried alive?
Have you been buried alive?
No. Well, there was one time that she did bury me up to my neck for 4 days.
Who?
But I wasn't buried under the ground fully. My head was not under the dirt.
Who did
Why?
that to you?
What?
No.
Is that a kinky thing?
No. Let's go to the ward, the castles.
Okay, then.
And on the way, you can tell us about this
Yeah.
lady, right?
That's weird. Is this a dragonborn ritual?
No.
I don't think he's comfortable, guys. Let's go.
Let's not force him to talk if he doesn't want to.
All right, so you make your way up to the castle ward. You cut through the market square. There's a town crier, a young human boy about 13, 14 years old, and he's saying, "King hasn't been seen for days. populace is concerned. And he says, visit Beasel's bestiary up in the castle ward. Exquisite beasts from all over the continent.
Weasel's bestiary.
Big pigs?
You would have to ask Beasel, good sir.
Alright.
All right.
He says, referentium in 4 days. He just kind of repeats those 3 talking points.
Hey kid, how much do they pay you to talk about the referendum?
Honestly, it's just the news. I get paid at the castle ward. I get paid by my viscount.
What if you didn't yell about the referendum for a couple days?
Well, I
I'll give you
mean,
some
I'm
money.
a civic-minded human. I think it is my job, Mum, and as are you, right? I mean, he notices your garb. Like, I mean, it's our job, right, to like serve our people, right?
Yeah. It's just it's a little rude to the non-humans, I think.
Well, I mean, if the populace, if the majority wants it, right, it's good for everybody.
Not necessarily.
That's what my dad says.
I would say basically like the people that are going to vote a certain way in the referendum already know about it, but it makes some people sad, so we're not accomplishing anything by still talking about
It's
it.
just like the biggest news. I'm just supposed to tell people all the
I
news.
would
Yeah,
focus
You're
on
trying
the
to
missing
do,
king.
as a civic-minded person of this continent, you have to think about what is the action that you do has to net the greatest amount of good. And by talking about it, you are not spreading good in the world, you are only creating ill effects. So you have to weigh, so are you doing more good than bad here? Because are you doing it? Because everybody
And plus, I'll
knows,
give
and
you a
also think
gold.
of it this way.
How do you
No
feel about
news is good news, right?
Not for me.
How do you feel about
Sorry,
elven
dragon?
people?
No news is good. I give him like a big smile when I say it. Like,
And I'll give you a gold to stop mentioning the referendum.
We'll go. I mean,
How do you
I
feel
do
about
like capital.
how do you feel
You
about
seem
elven
like it.
people?
What?
How do you feel about elven
I
people?
think they're fine.
Okay.
Probably.
Do you
Yeah.
understand that referendum's kind of anti-elven?
I mean, it's just people voting for people, right?
I mean, on the surface.
I don't get to vote. I'm a kid.
On the surface.
Who gets to vote?
It's
Do you
men,
have
Men?
do you have elven
Old women
friends?
old men, and ladies? I'm sure. Yeah, humans.
Do only humans?
Well, I mean, I guess everybody can vote if they want to, but don't
Can
know.
I vote?
I mean, probably. I don't know. That's
Who
good.
gets-
That's good grown up. Jeez. I don't...
I'm gonna flip him a gold at that point.
All right.
Like,
No
you-
more referendum talk for
Do you have
one
elven?
day.
Do you have elven
Oh.
friends?
Yeah, I do. I have
Okay,
a
well-
half elf.
Think of them because that referendum is not going to be good for them. I've
So
seen
what's
this.
going to happen?
They might get kicked out of the city.
That's not what Dad says.
Yeah, of course not.
But you can trust a soldier for the king.
Make a persuasion check.
Blessings of Airdrip.
Okay, sure.
But was it too late? He
No,
went
it's
real
fine.
fast into his
It's
roll
fine.
if he didn't roll
It's
with
true.
it.
It's before I got to hear it.
Okay.
15.
All right, well, I don't want to lose my friend.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind when you're shouting that these people don't have.
I mean, I just shout what they tell me to.
I know,
I
but
don't even
they
want to
are
do this. I want
very-
to bunk off any candy.
They're selfish
Sweet shop.
people, and they're not looking for the good of the city. They're looking for the good of humans.
Yeah, and sometimes people are just short-sighted on what the consequences of their actions could be.
All right, Mum. Thank you. I mean, you've given me a lot to think about.
Yeah, thanks for thinking and thanks for talking to us.
Yeah.
You got a good head on your shoulders.
Yeah, thanks. So, King Brom missing for days.
let's go.
Okay, what's with the king?
I was just
Yeah.
saying, is
Okay.
that something that happens in this country a lot? Because in my country, that would freak people out a lot.
Like, is it missing for nefarious reasons, or is he just out doing kingly stuff, like playing golf or
Well, I
something?
feel like someone would know.
I
There
mean,
would probably be like a pool.
Vacations might not be news,
Priors.
but again, it's you guys' country. Like, I don't
Just go
know.
ask the Viscount. He would know, right?
Problem.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Solutions there. I just wanted to check. I was startled by that news personally.
No, that's startling.
I mean,
might-
that seems. I mean, when we're investigating missing people, and the king's been missing.
And we were just
What if he
talking about
comes
how
back?
only poor people go missing. I guess not.
Replaced by a referendum supporting something.
Let's get to the
Was
castle
King Brom
ward.
the Elven?
Yeah, let's go up to the castle
King?
ward and poke around.
Brom was
You are all aware King Brom is the sitting king of Gladmore.
he human?
He is a human.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I. He's the human.
He is
part
the
of it.
most powerful person in the land.
And his wife is
Half elf.
half elf.
Is yep, Queen Ariane Gladmore.
This is bad.
Yeah.
Are people missing in Gladmore like they're missing here?
I don't know. Maybe that should be our next stop.
Let's get to the castle ward.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
ask about. Poke around.
Populace is concerned about the missing king.
It's true, we are.
Nothing important happening in 4 days. Stay home. Everybody stay home. Okay, sorry.
I love your style, though.
All right, let's castle ward. Great idea.
Let's go.
go.
So you make your way to the castle ward. Where roughly are we headed?
Where are the cooks?
There are probably cooks from the lower boroughs in every house.
Great.
There's a huge staff at the castle.
Cass is where we should start.
Yeah, let's start at the castle.
Could also ask some of the Crown's Guard, maybe if someone's coming and going on the reg, they might know. Might know which house they work for. Keeping track of the undesirables and the like.
Yeah, they do
Let's
that.
just go to the
Guards do
castle
that.
then.
Yeah, guards do that.
We'll see if we
Okay.
can get
Soldiers do
in.
that.
All right, you go to the castle.
Yeah.
All right, you head north to the castle. No, you don't have to.
No, it seems like we were just going to the castle, right? Is
Well, I
that
thought
right?
we were gonna go look for the cook. We're gonna ask them. We're gonna ask
Well,
people
who-
if anyone's missing up here.
But like, we don't know where to start. We don't know who to ask, who to start
There's a
looking
cook.
for.
But like the castle ward, the area would have heavy Crown's Guard presence.
Huge. Yeah, it's. I
Yeah.
mean, it's.
So
Every side street has 2 guards posted at each end.
Yeah, I'd say any regularly posted guards, anyone that's not patrolling, probably keeps a close eye on anyone from the lower boroughs coming and going into the area. So they would probably know who the cook might work for.
So let's find some guards.
Great, you like talking to people.
I don't like talking to guards
I know, but you like talking to
at
people.
all.
I can talk to them. Maybe I'm
Great,
kind
yeah.
of persuasive and stuff.
Yeah, you go. Talk
My
to the guards.
charisma's not terrible.
Mine is. I don't know if you guys could tell.
Okay. Do you want to just talk to the first guard you see? Do you want to head towards the actual castle? It's a ways up. It's Castle Ward is the smallest district, but the castle is a ways out.
Okay, I can talk. Well, for one, we're trying to ask around if there's been any missing people up in this area, right? So I think any guard could do with that.
Yeah. I think so. First guard
Okay.
we see.
Sure.
We could also go to the barracks. There's at least one person in the barrack who knows us.
Oh yeah, that's a good
and-
idea.
and
Who
would
trusts
actually
us?
give us
Hold it.
info.
Maybe. We did turn in Fritz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who it was.
Cloud.
Yes.
And we're supposed to be looking for Hack.
back
You told us
seat?
to look for Hack, right?
Well, Hack, we to get to Hack is turns out much tougher than we initially thought because he's the number 3 guy with the syndicate,
Right.
And the syndicate is not good business.
and no one will talk about the syndicate.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I would just say, I'm going to reinforce, we trust the people who don't want to talk about the syndicate. They have a good reason.
Alright.
So you guys are kind of standing in the town square right now. It's probably nearing noon. You see people gathering to the road to the southwest leading out of the town square. Near the Knight's Keep Farthing. And they seem to be crowding towards the barracks.
Should check that out.
Probably.
Let's go see what's going on.
Okay. You make your way to the barracks then? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Let's see what
Follow
the
the
crowd.
crowd.
Let's follow the crowd.
Okay,
Always
there's-
follow a crowd.
There's a crowd circling the barracks. and you see Sergeant Cloud out front with a heavy contingent of soldiers keeping order. He's like, one at a time, please, one at a time. And you see someone in Crown's Blade armor, but also some robes and some softer garb, kind of waving a staff over people, and then letting them through the barracks gates into the courtyard.
Is it like a security checkpoint? Or...
Looks like it.
And Sergeant Cloud kind of recognizes you. Hello, my friends. Come. So, we investigated your claims, and it does appear that Fritz has he's killed a lot of people, so I have a reward for you in my office after the hanging.
Hanging? Oh.
Yes.
Are you guys hanging Fritz?
We are hanging Fritz as we speak, yes. And you are welcome to attend. We allow those that want to attend to come into the courtyard of the barracks.
Never did get my silver back from him.
Well,
I
hopefully the
promise you
reward
will
is.
receive more than the silver.
I know, but it's the principle of the thing.
Trust me, I understand. I got robbed by a gnome. I'm still bitter about it even now.
Do you want to come in and
Well,
watch this grim spectacle?
you guys want to watch
pretty
a guy
grim,
get
but-
hung?
No.
I don't blame
Yeah,
you if you
I'm
don't
not
want to, but
particularly into. Is this crowd all here to watch this?
there's not a lot of entertainment around here. No one really liked Fritz. So.
Yeah.
How strange. I don't want to see him get hanged, but I had no problem trying to kill him myself. How weird is that?
That's real weird,
That's pretty weird.
little bro.
Right? Like, you don't want to see him hanged, but
No.
you definitely, like, you would have just smashed his head in. And
Well, I'm glad we didn't, and we're letting justice be done.
Well, the justice would have been done either way.
I did try
Maybe
to
they'll
kill
let you
him.
drop the floor.
I don't want to do that. No.
So you hear, make way! You see a huge soldier in full Crown's Blade regalia pushing through with a small circle of soldiers and Lord and Lady Serdir, Viscount and Lady Serdir, being escorted into a dais up on the
How
ramparts.
close do they push past
Hey,
us?
we need to talk to them.
They probably push past within 15, 20 feet.
I try to, as they are pushing through the group, just casually, naturally, in the most noble way possible, just fall in as though I was walking with them the entire time and I'm supposed to be there.
Okay, make a performance check.
I think that doesn't have a modifier on it given my charisma. Hold on, I don't know how this app fully works.
I would have blessed you, but I had no
This is
idea.
going to be a high
how to do it.
DCC.
It's a decent roll too.
Okay.
I'm stuck on the spells page. Here we go. So I don't normally do it on the app. So wait, where's my ability? Oh, the 17.
17.
I think it's a 17 or a 19. Where's the ability saves and where's my? Oh my god, I don't understand this.
Is it in here in the little squares there?
It's a little different.
Skills.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep, 17.
17. A half-elf guard says, I think you're lost, my lord, and escorts you back into the crowd.
I really quickly reach into my coat here, and I pull out a fancy ring and show it to him, with a little cool design and stuff on it and everything, and I just say, "Business from the Empire."
What empire?
I just try and walk past him,
Walk past him with
showing
the Viscount.
with the Viscount.
I mean, he's like right next to the Viscount, like he's part of the phalanx surrounding.
Yeah, I try and keep walking like I'm with the Viscount or whatever.
Is this like a Dragonbone thing?
Yes.
Yeah. Make a deception roll.
Oh, I gotta share.
You really should have let me offer him guidance before he just ran off like
18.
And he leans over to Lord Viscount Tyon Zerdir. Lord, I'm sorry to interrupt that procession, but this Dragonborn says he has business from the Empire with you.
Maybe he can use his message thing.
And Lord Sears, he holds his hand up, and everybody stops. The soldiers form a tighter circle and pull you in.
Well, I hope he's all right.
Yes. Well, what can I help you with, sir?
Yes, my name is Bermesh. I am on business from Ars Dracan currently, and we are my friends and I are investigating.
Just pulled us into this.
Are investigating a string of disappearances within the town, as well as the region, on the southern part of the region. It has come to our attention that there are many people disappearing and reappearing, and some subversive activities are going on in regards to just the Kingdom of Gladmore in general. And we are attempting to. I was on my way to the Castle Ward when all this came here, and this man who attempted to murder me in the sewers is being hung here.
And you're a diplomat from Osdracon. This is exciting news. Find me after this proceeding, and we can meet in Sergeant Cloud's office.
Fantastic! I will see you there.
Yes, and this is quite an odd way, but I will forgive the intrusion because you're clearly not from around here. After the proceedings, yes.
Mm-hmm. And I walk off and proceed to hyperventilate when no one can see. When no one can see, I hide. I go away I'm very much on business, going somewhere, and I beeline it just around a building and out of the square.
He did that without a disguise.
Do you want to go check on
Yeah, I
him?
do. I have to come around all but tackle hug from behind. Like, you did
I'm like hands on the knees, like
bro, Mash.
Could we hear that?
You know, before you leave and do something crazy,
You probably heard.
I should
yeah,
offer
with
you
your passive
guidance
perception, you
before
did,
you do
and
that
she
next
did.
time. Just
Okay,
let
so
me
we were
know.
relaying it.
And
Yeah.
Probably not me.
Did it go good?
yeah, that went good.
You are so cool, man. You have to teach me your skills. I've never infiltrated the ranks of a guard with the guards all around.
If you just act, as my dad says, if you just act like you're in charge, people will just think you're in charge.
I gotta start acting like I'm in charge. That was
If you
amazing.
just act like you're in charge.
Great,
And I'm not
I'll
in charge
notice
of
that.
anything.
No,
not in
you
charge
are.
of anything.
You're in charge of the
I'm not in charge of anything. I'm just in charge of
infiltration that I've ever seen. That's what you're in charge of.
That was impressive. I mean, you might have lost your character in that.
I mean, you're like, make a roll, and I was like, I have persuasion and deception rolls, don't I? No, they're 0.
That was pretty good.
That was great.
My
That was-
charisma is 10.
if you had gotten over 20 on that persuasion,
It could not happen.
I was going to
I
let
had
you
to
in.
crit.
All right, sorry, Lord.
I would have had to roll a 20 on that then.
Okay, so what are you guys
but you
doing?
could have gone with some
Anyways, I
guidance.
figure we'll tell Sergeant Cloud that we'll just see him afterwards, because I don't think any of us
Yeah,
want to go to the
I'm not
hanging.
into watching people die. I don't like that we have to kill people sometimes, but you know it's necessary.
Let's not
sometimes.
talk about
but,
that.
okay.
Sergeant.
Well, I mean, like you know,
Self-defense.
Yeah.
100% stand your ground.
I don't think we've killed any person unless you count the werewolf.
Or all of the people that kidnapped us.
Those were all men.
Oh,
those
that's
were all
right.
Those were
human.
people.
Those were all humans,
Those
right?
are pretty bad people.
I forgot about that.
Anyways, Sarge, we'll see you later.
We like viciously
That I
killed
did
them.
say.
We like melted their faces.
We're almost full up here. We're going to start turning people away.
Okay.
yeah, we'll leave space
Yeah.
for some of the
We
bloodthirsty
trust that you
villagers.
guys can handle that, and we're gentle folks that don't
Just-
really
we're,
want.
we're just civic minded and
That's fine. It's grizzly Christmas. It's not for everybody.
no.
So the rest of the crowd filters in. They start turning people away. Sorry. Sorry. Full up. Sorry. And
Give Fritz our best.
okay. are you just waiting around?
I would say, do you mind if we stop by the tannery real quick? I have to see someone at the tannery. We pop in
I'm
the tannery
gonna-
back.
Like
Oh,
I'm supposed
yeah,
to wait
sure.
here
Let's go to
until this
Tannery.
is done with Cloud. I'm just
We'll
gonna
just take
But-
just hang out outside of the
You're
little
gonna
square.
hang out. I see what you did there.
Oh,
I didn't do that.
I didn't do
I
that.
didn't do that. That's you. That's you. That was you.
I no longer give out inspiration because it kills my monsters, but that was wonderful.
No, I'm just gonna like not. I'm like right outside of the square where they're doing the hanging. I'm just gonna like mill kind of in front of the barrack or the front of the knight's keep kind of a
I'm gonna
place.
stay with you in case you do anything crazy again, and maybe I can
I
offer
need
you
you
some
here.
guidance before you
I-
do that.
I need you here to talk to him when he comes. I need you here to talk to the Viscount. I can't talk to the
We
Viscount.
should all
Well,
talk to him.
I don't want
How
you
long
getting
do
in
we think
trouble,
this is
so
gonna take?
do we want to go off to the tannery?
Yeah, let's check out the
It
tannery.
shouldn't take very long to hang
We'll be-
Fritz. He doesn't have a very big neck.
No, we'll be right back.
But they've got a whole ceremony. There's just so many people that aren't present.
hang
Yeah,
out.
we'll head to the tanner real quick.
Hang out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna handle the hanging,
Great.
and then we're gonna handle the tannery.
Great.
After the crowd filters in, it's a matter of maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and you hear from inside, because there's a gentleman on the gallows. For the crimes of murder most horrid, for petty theft, for larceny, for breaking and entering, we charge you. Fritz, how do you plead? And you can't hear him. He just very well. And you hear Lord Serdier say something. You can't quite make it out outside the gates. And probably less than a minute later, you hear the swinging of hinges and a snapping of rope.
Gross.
And we'll pause there. So you guys make your way to the tannery. You probably don't even get to the tannery before Fritz is dead. But you make your way up through the market, the tertiary market, and not tertiary, ternary market, and it's the last building on the left. You were right behind it when you came out of the sewers.
So what do you need at the tannery, anyways?
I'm going to chat with a friend about getting our gross clothes taken care of, because we're still pretty gross. And I want to be less gross,
All right,
personally.
I can get behind that.
Okay. So you go in the tannery?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, one sec here. So, you enter the tannery. I'm so glad you did, because I like the tannery.
I wanted to stop by all the shops, but I had to choose between the dominatrix shop and the tannery.
Sure.
And you chose correctly.
Yes, the right thing.
You make your way in. It's nice in there. Upper end leather goods line the walls. There's a smell of curatives and dyes and stains, and leather is a prominent smell. You see a dark-skinned half-elf standing behind a till. Finely made armors, boots, enchanted leathers can be found here. The shop is 2 stories with stone walls and a smooth stone floor. And the half-elf greets you as you come in. Greetings, I'm Solazar.
Hi, I'm Pocket,
Hi, Pocket.
and I'm just interested in some new wares. And Pocket's going to reach into his coin pouch and reveal the same copper coin he got from Thoriak and flip it toward.
Ah, all right. Your coin's a little broken there.
Yep, it's I'm trying to still adjusting my currency for the location. We had an adventure in the sewers.
I can tell, my friend.
Yeah, some real busted business there. So if I was mutual friend said that you could help us out on some duds for the situation.
Absolutely. What are you looking for?
Less gross.
Less gross.
Of what I'm
All
wearing,
right.
pretty much.
Well, let's see here. It looks like you're wearing just a simple leather, right?
Yeah, that's it.
It looks sturdy. Is that Caliphate?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I am from the Southern Caliphates, actually.
Me too. No, it's my dad brought me there when I was very young.
All right. And he starts speaking to you in a dialect that it's still common, but it's less identifiable by anybody that isn't from the Caliphates.
Great.
I'm calling it Scindian.
Great.
He's speaking to you in
Pocket slips
Scindian,
into
and you know
Scindian.
Scindian. So I've got some nicer armors. I've got I'll give you a 50% discount.
Great. What do we have here?
So I've got that. I've got. If you're looking for something a little more protective,
Yeah.
I've got a fine studded leather armor.
Ooh.
I made it myself. I'm quite proud.
How much is that going for?
Normally it's 45 gold pieces. Your cost, we'll call it 22.
Great. I would love to pick up some studded armor.
Because you're such a stud.
Yeah. If you're a
I'll give you my inspiration.
if you are a shield type, I don't know what your skill set is. I've got this shield. It's actually made of tanned hides. It's
Ooh.
just as protective as every other shield out there, but it's non-conductive.
Oh, how much is that going for?
25 gold pieces.
Non-conductive, what does that mean? Can't get electrocuted?
I will pick up both of those.
All right. So that's a standard shield plus 2 armor, or and but it is +1 to lightning resistance.
Great.
Ooh.
And it's not a magic item; it's just leather.
Just leather. just good leather. Great.
And we can homebrew that or you can just put it in the notes if you like.
Great.
Can you use shields?
No, but I figured that shields are going to be
people
important
here
at some
use
point.
shields. Two of us.
Pocket won't know the math on it. It's just going to be, I know you like shields.
Yeah, I do.
I've got some enchanted goods too. I don't do the enchanting, but I have a good friend up in the castle ward that does it for me.
Who's that?
Oh, let's see here. What was her name? I just named her when you were all sitting down.
So the name I gave wasn't a good one, right?
No, I don't.
Was
You're
this
not-
Johnny Socks? I've heard about a Johnny Socks.
Yeah, Johnny Socks.
No, Johnny Socks. Her name is Severax.
Great.
She's a fine mage.
What did she enchant?
So let's see here. And these are costly goods. I hope you have a lot of coin, my friend. Even at a discount, this is no small penny.
Nor should it be.
I have a studded leather armor of haste. It allows any wearer to take a dash action as a bonus. I have these bracers are fine. They are not for you, but for somebody who does not wear armor, it gives them protection. It doesn't work with
Juniper.
the other armors. The enchantment is not for you. Oh, there's a cat or something around here. One moment. I think
need help.
this cat needs help. And then there's I have this mariner's armor. I like this one a lot. If you are ever near the water, this makes you swim like a fish.
Oh wow! How much does that go for?
Your cost 750.
750. Great. Well, I'm hoping to collect a reward for the sewer business.
Oh,
And so-
that explains the odor of your current armor. Would you like me to help you slip into this your studded leather
That would
armor?
be awesome.
All right, my friend. No hanky panky, eh? And he slips you into studded leather armor that you have purchased for yourself. I have more if you need.
Great.
For any armor wearers, let them know about Solazar.
I will tell everyone I know this is great work. It fits like a glove.
Thank you for the work you do.
Absolutely. Thank you for everything you do, and I promise this will go to good use.
See that it does.
You have my word, and if I need more, I'm gonna come right back.
Please do. Bring friends. Yeah,
No,
Like
I've got some friends.
Little guy.
I work with a group called the Friends.
The friends.
Yeah, and we're
I've heard better things.
yeah, we're working on maybe an upgrade, but for now we're the Friends.
Okay, I will
don't
keep an
think
eye out
we
for the
agreed to
friends.
Great.
You're not here.
And so
Who's your friend? Is that?
this is the Battle Angel of Tyr.
Oh Jesus.
The
Oh,
the
Tyr.
destructor of evil, the cursor of the lifter of curses.
You can call me Callisto.
It is my honor to meet you, Callisto. Battle Angel of Tyr, you say?
Yes, I have seen her do things I wouldn't have believed.
Oh, dude. Oh.
I'm just here to make sure this one doesn't get himself into trouble.
All right, well, we kind of like trouble around here.
Well, yeah, good trouble, but
She's the good kind of trouble.
She's
huh?
a good kind of
She's
trouble.
a good
yeah.
kind of trouble. huh? Look at you.
all right, I'm leaving.
Great.
I assume you're done.
I better get going.
All right.
You gotta go, but thank you so
Take
much.
care, my friend.
Thank you so much.
All right.
That's pretty slick.
Probably right around that same time, Sergeant Cloud comes out and gestures for what's left of your party to come inside because it's time for them to come inside. The grizzly business is done. You see a couple of guards on each side of a gurney headed to the southwest of town with what is clearly Fritz.
Are they taking him to the pigs?
No.
There's like a graveyard out
I
there.
mean, it's an unmarked graveyard for shitheads like Fritz.
Oh,
He kind of gives a little kick. Stupid Fritz. And
I'd heard you could just feed them to pigs.
who took?
It was in a book I read. It was it was a caper about a guy who was gotten to. Don't worry about it.
Communicate message
I wouldn't advise it. That sounds very illegal.
No, it was just a book. It was just it was an exciting murder mystery.
Sounds great. Sounds
Murder
wonderful.
mystery, crime
Bro,
mystery.
X-nay on the eggs page.
I really want to see the pigs now. Pigs are really cute.
It's about maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock, and you're escorted in. Lord Tyon is there. Lady Celine is also there, and he's Cloud says, "Where's the rest of your party?"
They are off. You guys didn't actually tell me where you were going, did you?
I said I wanted
Tanner,
to Tanner.
yeah.
They're off replacing the clothes that got soiled in the sewers, dealing with Fritz's business.
Fritzness.
About that business, they should have waited around a little bit. I have coin.
We can give.
They'll probably be here
Well,
soon.
we can always go back.
Yeah.
Right? It's
I think they're
okay.
coming back.
Yeah, they'll
Meet up.
be along shortly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Lord Tyon approaches. He says, "Bevesk apologizes for your suffering. Thank you so much for rectifying our shame." And
It's what I do.
We're
My
actually,
book. My Airdrie book.
we've closed the proverbial book on the business with Fritz. That's actually not what we are all that worried about. That's in the past, and mistakes of getting suckered into the sewers are in the past, and no one needs to ever bring them up again. Instead, though, what you're talking about are other strings of disappearances that have been occurring in and around Bevesk
we are aware.
for what seems like over a week. That the three of us have also been.
I was snatched from Bevesk, and my friend Juniper here was snatched from Bevesk.
You have my apologies.
But we
I can
don't-
protect you better.
We don't know if that's tied to these other people that come back and they're strange, and
Is this something that has
Is it-
reached you?
is it something that's
Or
only in
is-
the lower boroughs?
This has reached my ears. Yes, I am doing everything I can. These are trying times for myself and my wife, and we are doing our best to protect people. But my arm only reaches so far.
Do you know if this is something that only affects people in the lower boroughs, or have you seen disappearances outside of the lower
I have
boroughs?
heard of people disappearing from the marketplace, the roads nearby, and from many places in Gladmore.
Are you aware of this referentium business that's happening?
He was doing
I've been made aware. I was actually there when.
Yeah, oh, that's true. It's a while ago.
Yes, I'm aware that I'm potentially losing my station.
I don't. For the record, I think that guy should never be in power, and I fear for the safety of half-elves and elves should he get any power.
We are of one mind.
I don't know if there's anything we can do to help with that aspect either.
If you can, I will make it worth your while. Not out of greed, but for the love of our people.
Right.
Do you have any rumors about his dealings perhaps with a clandestine and nefarious organization that has its grubby little hooks in the town?
Syndicate.
I didn't say the syndicate.
I said the syndicate. I fear them not.
Oh, good. Because we are looking for a member of the syndicate and have business with them and believe that they are in some way connected with these disappearances. And if we were to provide proof that your opponent in the referendum were to be in league with them in some way,
Would these humans
You
that
could-
support him even care if they do
he's-
illegal things?
breaking the law, you can arrest him, you can throw him in
Right.
jail, you can just hang him.
If you could provide me with solid proof, and I'm not talking about hearsay, solid evidence that Jonas Donnell is in league with the syndicate, I would hang him in the town square.
Perfect. Since everyone is terrified to talk about the syndicate, then we are also looking for this hack fellow, and no one will tell us anything about where we might find him in town, because we would honestly, although I do not come from such humble origins, it is. I was waylaid, all my money was taken, and I am trying to get back on my feet here as I continue my journey west.
As a diplomat of Ars Dracona, I am so sorry.
Don't worry about it.
No, I should.
it's-
This is a great shame.
It's not
on
you.
me.
It's not. I was in Porrance.
I
was in Porrance when they took me. I was drinking wine and eating cheese, and they took me, and it was not great. And it's a very. Have you ever been to Porrance?
I've been to Florence many times.
It's a very nice town. I think all towns should be like that. Honestly,
We have a small villa.
in that's you should just retire. Live out your days drinking wine and eating cheese and listening to the music of the town.
I am not about to retire. More people need me here, but
Well, anyway, I guess you guys want to get money. Yeah.
Speaking of which, to thank you for your service to our town, and as an apology for endangering your lives, I would like to offer this. And Sergeant Cloud gestures to a couple of guards, and they put a small chest of coins in front of you. Thank you, and I am sorry.
Are we back yet?
Are you? You are probably. I mean, your business with Solazar would have been finished by now, and it depends on what you guys wanted to do.
Can I do an insight check on the Sadirs just to make sure there's no that they're sincere? The
Absolutely.
Sadirs are sincere.
Sure.
No, I figured we'd head straight back.
Great. Yeah, then I would head straight back.
23.
23. These seem like very sincere people doing their absolute best for a town fraught with a rising corruption. They find themselves in what they thought was a majority, but actually a minority. If also do what you can to encourage the peoples of this town to stand at my side in the referendum, we could avoid so much trouble, so much pain, so much hate. If Jonas Donnell knows that the people of Bevesk don't stand with him.
Yeah, he's a real dirtbag. He was very rude to the elven members of our party.
I assure you, you don't know the half of it.
Yeah.
What do we need to know then for our next move to make against him? Because you just need to know that you're. No one knows who I'm attached with. I'm just a lost young boy. I realize I'm a full-grown adult man, but
This is interesting. Jonas is not a foolish man. He's an evil man. He's a wicked man. If you could find something on him, believe me, I have tried. I have exhausted many resources and have come up with nothing. I have done everything shy of walk into his estate. But if you could find something on him, linking him to
What's the
his
equivalent of Russia in this game?
crimes. There isn't one yet. We'll figure it out.
the equivalent of the syndicate, right? Like, if he's tied in with the syndicate, then you can kick down the door.
Call them the Russian mob if you like.
Yeah, the mob there. Yeah, do you? Another thing, since we've been away from contact with civilization, troubling news from a naive and not fully understanding of the world and politics and act utilitarianism young crier let us know that the King of Gladmore has gone missing.
Indeed.
And this seems oddly coincidental with the string of disappearances going on seemingly everywhere, it appears.
I believe it is unrelated.
Okay.
And should say no more.
So does that mean you know what's going on with the king missing?
I'm make a persuasion check.
Hopefully I roll as good as I did before. 23.
Alright, ask your question.
Do you know about the whereabouts of the king? Where he is?
King Brom has taken ill. He is not missing.
Oh. What does he have?
We do not know. He grows weaker by the day.
Coronavirus.
It would be in the entire nation's best interests if you mentioned none of this.
My lips are sealed.
I have no one to talk to, but really just these two.
What about the queen? Is she still in good health?
This Lady Ariane is
Formidable as always. And your friends have arrived. Welcome. Sorry I missed you.
You guys need to compliment his new armor, or he'll be
Thank
sad.
Thank you. So it seems
You look
that-
very,
so-
very studly. Well, you didn't get that armor yet, did you?
No, he's
You did.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
you put it on me.
So it appears that so the whole thing with the king has nothing to do with this pain in Viridian or the Shard, Mardella, the cult that we dealt with at all. Are these names that ring a bell to you at all?
Whatever, no cult, I'm sorry.
That was what took us, the cult.
Yes, and they sit this.
Where was this?
This was
This was here?
Yeah,
This was-
well,
yes.
for me and her, we were taken from here, but they were taken from other cities. That's how we met.
Yeah, that's why we know
Yeah.
it's all across the region. They were taking us to do some type of ritual to bind our will with that of a devil, an archdevil. And that's why we are concerned about the people who have gone missing and then returned, but they are different.
In
We
more
heard
than
of-
one town in Gladmore.
hmm We heard about this man. God, help me with the name.
Pain Viridian.
No,
Percival.
Percival.
Oh,
This Percival. He's a gardener in the castle ward who went missing and came back, and it was like we've heard it's like he's a different man. You're trying to find him
Wife
at the
kicked him
moment.
out.
His wife kicked him out, and then she's now missing, and
I did.
their children
He
are on
was
the
a gardener
streets.
recently. I don't know his name.
Was he a human?
Yes, he's a human man. He's a fine gardener.
Do you have like a head of household that we could talk to? Maybe that might know his name or know more about him.
Sure, absolutely. So I can make an appointment for you to speak to him.
That'd
Do
be
you
great.
have any like badges you can give us so if we're going around town, we have some sort of authority to kind of ask about missing people, like a task force kind
I
of
feel like
deal?
by doing that, we would too closely attach ourselves to.
And probably make people
To the
less likely to
Viscount.
talk to us.
What do you guys call yourselves?
See, we don't know yet. We don't know.
We haven't thought of. We haven't done anything
Feel-
legendary yet
Yeah.
to give us a legendary name.
We look for missing people. Maybe it would be the milk cartons.
I don't get this
I
reference.
suggest you continue your search for a moniker.
Those normally come in bottles, glass bottles.
Is the Friends a good name?
It's pleasant as well.
That's an
It reminds
endorsement.
me too much of that puppet show with Ross and Rachel.
You are such a Ross.
I am a Ross.
Well, if there's no more business, thank you for your service.
Yeah, sorry for holding you up. We'll
Matters to it.
if you'll
we need to
just
speak to you again. What would be a good way to do so?
This is taxing because you don't want to align yourselves too closely. Should you?
Right. So I don't want to march up in
Maybe one
broad
of us is-
daylight.
we're just
and-
wearing the whole get up
That's true.
currently.
Send your friend What was your name?
Callisto.
Callisto, it is my pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Send Callisto to the gate. Ask for Captain Krogash. And you see the massive half-orc in Crown's Blade regalia just kind of silently nod. He will ensure that we get to meet.
He'll orchestrate it.
You're quite funny. Krogash goes, he just kind of growls. Do not abuse this.
Don't intend to.
I bid you good day. And he
Before you
enters
go,
us.
last thing. And any direction we can look for that hack fellow.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. It's got a little animal on it.
Hack. I'm unfamiliar with the underworld.
He's the third in charge of the syndicate in the region. And honestly, I think we're just looking to kick the hornet's nest with that guy.
There is a merchant in the lower boroughs. I believe his name is Anton.
Anton. Sounds skeezy.
I'm unfamiliar with that term, but I'm sure it is
It's a draconic word.
fantastic. I will kick that particular hornet's nest, as it were. And they go. Thank you for your services. Certain fellows addresses. If there's nothing further, we have a body to dispose of. He joins.
I understand. Yeah. Good luck with that.
No, we understand that you have to dispose
Yeah.
of the body.
Yeah.
That we-
I saying
we
good
saw-
luck with that because we helped with the Fritz stuff, you know.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So how much of the gold do we need to take out of the chest?
We take the whole chest.
What?
And then I don't have no idea how many coins are in this chest.
Who's good at counting stuff?
I love counting
Well,
coins.
I saw you pocket money before, so we're gonna trust.
I'll watch him.
I mean, at this
Uh,
point, I'd hope you wouldn't steal from us.
Cloud, how much money's in the chest?
You were able to count 400 gold pieces.
Oh, dang.
Hot damn.
I don't know how that divides 5 ways. I'm not good at this math.
I wasn't sure you were going to be able to get him back alive.
80 each. So if everyone wants to pocket 80 gold,
Sweet.
That's awesome. If anyone wants sweet leather like me, I know a guy.
I can't wear most armor and still do my magic.
Oh,
Yeah.
do
crazy.
you have anything that might be good for us, our squishy folks?
Do you wear leather?
Yeah, I wear leather, but
There's also some bracers if you don't wear leather.
Do you have armor proficiency?
Do you need
Fair.
a Do you need a
No, I-
proficiency for bracers?
I can wear just like light armor.
Oh, see, I can't
Sure, I
even
can
wear.
wear, like,
can't wear
I have-
light armor.
Leather right now on.
Yeah. So you want some sweet studded leather like
I
this?
could wear studded leather.
I can introduce you to my friend. I've got discounts
What?
because I'm cool.
What did the bracers do?
The bracers give you
They are what is known as bracers of defense,
Okay.
and they add a +2 armor class to anyone not wearing armor.
That might be good for you.
She's wearing
I
armor.
was trying to find a
Oh,
way to say that. in
Yeah.
That's
Canada.
light armor.
Yeah, light armor's
Okay.
armor.
Yeah.
And you can't wear the
I
bracers at all?
can't wear any. I can't wear light armor.
Okay,
even.
so-
So I could wear the bracers.
It's not
That's
really
light
useful
armor.
Okay.
for
Yeah.
any of us.
No, it's useful for. It's perfect for
Sure.
me.
Okay,
How much,
that's
did you
okay.
ask how much they were?
Yes.
Sure you have. Without your discount, they were 3,500 gold pieces.
Oh.
With your discount, it was half of that.
Great. It was a lot. It was
Well, I guess.
1,250 now.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna crack this case wide open.
No, more
We're
than that.
we're gonna save the town. We're gonna stop the referendum for that nice man. We're gonna reestablish law and justice in the land. We're gonna
I like
catch
justice.
Hack.
We're gonna get an
We're gonna
Earth
take down.
Elemental.
We're gonna get the Earth Elemental. We're gonna take down the Syndicate. We're gonna get back Bryn and all the other missing children and parents. And then we're gonna get a huge, massive reward. And then I can buy the bracers.
And also
Great.
dispose that body.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're alone.
Okay. Yes, and the body will keep. It's fine. I got space in the bag. There's just more bones.
It's just more.
It's probably about 1:30, 2 o'clock now.
Great.
We just keep it in the bag forever.
I mean,
Just
it's
turn
gonna
to
get pretty
bones.
nasty in there, right?
Turn into bones eventually.
Something doesn't decay in the bag.
Oh, that's right.
There's no air in there.
It's just preserved.
So oxygen
New way of
inside the
embalming.
bag.
So
They'll
what?
keep it
So
fresh for
that
the
was.
cake.
I am here for listing Bramash. What do we do first?
Yeah, this is a
Okay.
huge list. Yeah.
All right. First of all,
Maybe we should save the earth elemental for when we're beefier.
Yeah.
let's go talk to Anton. Maybe.
I like that.
I like that plan.
Maybe Anton will have those same bracers, but they'll be much cheaper because they're not marked up at a high-end retail establishment.
This dude's really legit. These
Okay.
are some powerful enchantments. Required a lot of work.
Enchantment?
I can't do enchantment. I have no idea how enchantment works.
Yeah, it's a very expensive process, obviously.
Apparently.
I like talking to Anton.
Yeah, let's do that.
I learned
Yeah.
some advanced interrogation techniques in the army, so maybe I could.
Do you do
And did
disguises too?
No.
Did you buy that shield?
Yes.
You did?
Oh, I have a shield. Are you interested? It's made of leather. And is immune to lightning.
Immune to lightning or resistant?
Resistant to lightning.
So what does that mean if it's resistant to lightning?
You take less damage.
Well, does it have all the damage or just up to a certain hit point amount?
It offers lightning resistance.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's pretty good. Who's most likely to get struck by lightning between the two of us?
I'm kind of attached to my shield, if I'm going to be honest with you. I've had it for a long
Honestly,
time.
actually-
Slightly
So-
squishier than you.
You do some things that cause the lightning to hit everybody. So if you're both standing near each other, you might.
Oh.
Listen, I've
Can
seen
I
you
friendly
channel
fire?
lightning that strikes down, and
I would have friendly
But that's
fire.
radiant damage.
your lightning thunder stuff from
guiding
above
fire.
when,
Oh,
When
well,
you get
Thunder
hit-
Wave.
and thunder wave is thunder
Wave is-
damage.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can do lightning stuff as well, right? You could.
I think Thunder Wave can be
You can lightning
or
wave.
Or no, my reaction can be lightning. Or
Can
You
you-
have friendly fire on that. Unless you
I,
guys fight each other.
yeah.
I'm not planning on it.
I would like to watch.
So you think, but if she's attached to her
Me too.
shield,
Yeah, you go. You can hang on to it.
Oh, well,
I tried to give it to
but that
Cal
makes
already.
sense. That
She
makes
said
sense.
no.
So,
I don't.
okay. Well, I will take it if she doesn't want it. But if you want it, you take it because he's got a point there with the friendly.
Yeah, that is a good point.
I don't know. All I see is every time you get punched, the person gets struck by lightning. And I don't
fire. That's true. They get shocked.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. That's something that Airdrie gave me.
All right, yeah,
when
I'll
I
take it.
Came to her temple.
It's not cool looking.
Yeah.
It's a
Sad
it's
about
a
it.
wooded frame. It's very sturdy and it's made of layers of hardened leather. Very functional, kind of ugly.
Maybe
Mhm.
we can,
And
maybe
has
we
a
can carve
hastily
into
written
some
2
cool
words
stuff
on the
into it.
inside that says "The Friends."
Piece of shit. Bramash, do you mind if we put this in the bag of holding?
We
And
can
I'm gonna-
cross the
Yeah.
arm
My
off
old
and
shield.
turn it into fiends.
I don't think I like fiends. I don't think
Okay.
Tyr wants me to like fiends.
Fiends beware. Yeah, beware after it.
Anyways, so I'm gonna hand my old shield over to Bramash so he can store it for me because I definitely don't want to give it up.
It's just a normal shield.
It's just a normal shield.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said it probably fits in the. It you know what? It does strangely fit in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Don't put it next.
I mean, how big of a shield? It's not very big. It's like a
The bag of holding was pretty full.
bag of holding holds 500 pounds worth of stuff.
There was a lot of bones and a dead guy.
Yeah, that dead guy was some pounds.
Was it
Yeah,
only
you're right,
6
it was-
pounds?
It seemed full, but you're able to get the this was the heater shield in there.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
we
like
can
a,
find a craftsman who can use all these bones.
We tried to give it to that one guy, and he looked at us all funny.
Yeah, I don't think selling bones in this town is a good idea anymore, especially if we're trying to have a low profile. Being bone salesman
Maybe
is not the way to do it.
maybe give them to dogs.
Or the pigs.
We could give them to.
They like us, like
they're
befriend
people
dogs.
bones, though. I don't know if we should give dogs comfortable with people bones.
Well, do they know the difference? I mean,
We could just go leave them in the graveyard.
That door's an unmarked grave. That sounds. I'll say a speech for all the bones.
we can always use them in the future to frame someone if we need to. I don't know.
Well,
Up the syndicate. If
yeah,
we
that's a good
frame the
idea.
syndicate, I don't know. Some
I like the
human
way you're
bones
thinking.
would be, yeah.
We can
The
make
applications of having a bag of bones are
Yeah. 'Cause-
surprisingly large.
So are we gonna go talk to Anton though?
Yeah. I think like the whole time we're just walking towards Anton.
By now you've reached Anton.
Great.
Just walking and debating the ethics
We're just sorkening as we're going. We're just doing that.
I feel like the human bones could come in handy.
I think so.
I don't know.
Okay.
You make your way through the lower boroughs, and you find a single-story shop surrounded by suspiciously quiet avenues and towers of makeshift ramshackle homes. The shop has carved wooden floors and a dirty, broken mosaic patch of floor that looks like it was part of a previous building that this has just been built over. It is poorly lit by glowing lanterns dangling from the ceiling, and there is a sign on front that says Artifacts with a golden goblet hastily painted underneath. It smells musty, kind of like a thrift store and old food. You see a man standing behind the counter. He's gnarled looking, but he's probably in his early 30s. Very shifty. And he has extremely large yellow teeth and a thin mustache. He's got one very squinty eye and one very large eye. And he's wearing kind of a jaunty fez-like hat. Welcome. How are you? I am Anton. This is Anton's Artifacts and Relics. What can Anton do for you?
Let's see what kind of relics you
I'm
got.
just gonna kind of like swing my morning star in a lazy
Oh,
circle.
that is
like,
lovely. I would offer you a modest price for it if you're interested.
yeah, I'm not interested in parting with it.
If
Thanks.
you change your mind.
What kind of artifacts and relics do you typically
I've got
sell?
potions. I have got the magical artifacts. I have got gold and jewels and rubies. What tickles your fancy, lady?
Hey, don't we have that jade?
We do have a jade, don't we?
We do have jade. I have jade. I pull out some jade. Big old jade's gemstone.
Do you mind if I inspect?
Only if I can hold one of your expensive magical artifacts at the same
I
time.
can inspect it from here. It's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Are you looking to part with said jade?
Yeah, for maybe trade it for something good you got here.
Some potions. This one, you drink it. It smells a lot like fish, but your wounds will go on. I have this one. It's a spicy one. Spicy one. I find it makes you feel wise. I have, if you're one of my more discerning customers,
Which I am.
I have this fine belt. He shows it to you, and it looks like it's heavily scaled. And there are 4 sockets on it. So let's say Anton puts a dagger in this, and he inscribes the dagger onto the slot. He takes out his dagger. He throws it into a guard or something, whatever. Moments later, voila, the knife appears back in the
Pocket. That sounds.
Guys, how much
like
for that belt?
That would be.
that
great.
would be, well, it's a fine item.
How about I just trade the jade for it?
Oh, that's, the jade and what else I would give you. The jade, the belt is, I could part with, I guess I could be, Anton could part with the belt for 2,000, maybe 2,200 gold piece.
Oh,
How about this?
I'm sure you could make it cheaper.
I'm sure you could make it cheaper.
Oh, yeah? How so?
I am a businessman and an entrepreneur. There There are two ways that come to Anton's mind.
And how cheap can we make that go?
I could part with it for nothing.
Oh,
If I speak too much, I say.
okay. Got yourself into this. So there's a potential way to save.
I'll do the best idea. Okay, how about this? We've got some questions for you.
I have
About-
answers.
all right.
Maybe for
And in exchange for those questions,
You
you
give
give
me
us
the
the belt.
there's a deal, you give me the chain, and I'll answer 2 questions.
And the belt.
No belt. The belt is a fine item that I came by through honest means.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Please do my good eye.
I don't look at him. I can't do the eyes.
I can tell that you're not
one?
looking at the right one. It's this. You keep
No.
looking at the glass one, the big one.
I'm looking at.
This is the good eye.
I'm not
the
looking at his
seeping yellow
face.
stuff.
I don't look at his face. I'm looking at the other item, at all of his items. I'm not. I don't. Stop looking at
I have
me.
these fine tools. They could be used to dismantle a lock or something.
And somebody else talk to this guy. I don't want to. I hand you the
2,000
J.
gold
That's-
discount. It's
I-
pretty
You
good.
know,
I
I
mean,
would
maybe
volunteer
find-
if he had the offer.
Maybe we can pay a lady of the evening.
You
to-
can disguise yourself.
Listen, do you have any magical
Deidre probably
items you
has
can
some
come
things
through
you got makeup.
through
Super tempted.
totally legitimate means?
Absolutely.
But you don't know what those magical items are. You need someone to identify them for you.
No, Anton has ways.
Oh,
Everyone
because I
has
can
a
identify
price.
magical items for you.
I mean, you bring me one, you identify it, you sell it to Anton, we have deal.
Oh, well, okay.
I
make
know
it
what all these do.
Do you?
I maybe do. I've tried the knife thing, it works great.
Everyone has a price, is all I'm saying. And, 2,000 gold is a lot of gold.
It's a lot of
I
gold.
mean, that's pretty tempting. I don't know.
So you're
You
interested.
said 2 ways.
Well, one way I think was paying for it. Right?
Oh no, there are multiple ways.
Okay, what are the ways?
You could, well, let's see, you and I have some time alone. And I could perhaps offer you a 20% discount.
Only
That's pretty.
20%.
I mean, that's like 150 gold or more, maybe. I don't know. I'm not good at math.
100%.
Yeah, you said for free.
I should. I should. I don't know. You have a crown's blade with you. I am a respectable businessman.
What?
What was way number 2?
What number 2? What?
You said there were 2 ways.
I don't. There's a lady there with the big names.
Okay,
I-
come
I-
back here with me.
I just like
and
to
tell
sound.
me.
Oh, yes.
I was gonna send a message.
All right, whisper in my ear.
She could probably hear us. We're in a really small room.
She probably what? Oh, okay. Well, okay, let's go.
Hey,
Don't come back.
maybe you get your friend to leave. I'm not trying to be discourteous, do you, lady?
Can you just stop for a second?
Yeah, is it like a stall or is it like an actual shop with
It's
a
like
door?
a small shop.
All right, I'll be right outside.
Yeah, take your
Holler if
time.
you need.
Okay. So maybe you make some kind of persuasion roll.
Okay, I will. Yes. I have to figure out what mine is. 10.
I don't know. This is look. You seem like a nice lady. You don't want to endanger yourself or your friends, right? For just a silly belt.
I mean, I'm a pretty tough lady. I killed an owlbear by myself, practically.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
if that is the case, then perhaps look. I cannot. I'm sorry. You are lovely. There's
Pretty please. Bat my eyelashes.
okay. Listen. There's another shop in town.
Okay.
They sell similar things to Anton. I'm not a fan. Competition is not healthy.
No, God, it's awful.
Yes, it's run by a couple of twins. They go by the Gunnivars.
They sound terrible.
They are the worst. Trust me, you can trust Anton.
Of course. Of course I do.
Let's say something
I mean, I have to
happens
trust
to
such a
the
handsome man.
Gundevars. I am so thinking. Something happens to the Gundevars. I don't know. Maybe a lady with a mace beats them to death. Maybe their shop there burns down. The belt is yours.
Okay. That
Interesting.
sounds like not as good of an option, surprisingly, to the first option.
I mean, I would
You
much
know.
rather they.
I'd rather make love versus war kind of
We
thing.
could do both.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I'm multifaceted. They call me
Yeah.
the gem of the lower barrels, maybe.
Are there other ladies who might be interested that we could help
I
instead
like
of
your fire.
Yeah. It's more lightning.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're not the truth of that.
Maybe I will. Yeah.
I don't know if I believe you, but thank you. Can I interest you in, I don't know, these tools, perhaps?
Well, we're not looking for tools. We are looking for
So,
somebody.
yeah, speaking of your business with the Gundevars,
Speaking of
Yeah.
tools,
I'm trying to track down a friend of mine. I think you know him as Hack. He's in some trouble, and I've been sent to help him out of it.
He's never in trouble here in the barrels.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
Emmeline really wants
I'm
me
gonna
to
tell
check
you
in.
about
I've been
that
having
side.
trouble finding
Great.
Cool.
Maybe you
Yeah, I'll
can
come
make
back
a
inside.
perception check. Or deception, your pick.
13.
13. Hack is fine. Why do you need to check on the hack?
There's just been some recent rumors going around the high courts that they've been zeroing in, and I've been sent to inform him of what I know.
What do you know?
I can't tell you. You know, Emmeline wouldn't like that.
No, I would not like that.
I kind of go slightly behind Pocket and touch him and whisper blessings of Airdrie on you in case you do any.
I like your friend.
Yeah, she's a good friend.
Maybe you could put in a good word for me. Maybe I could put in a good word for you.
Yeah, that I could say a lot of things about your prowess if you help me out with my problem, because I don't want Emmeline asking me why I couldn't find Hack.
Tom's prowess is legendary.
Yeah, I can pass that on.
Okay, look. There is a house. This, you did not hear this word.
Of course not.
Head straight out, Benton shop. Head west. When the road crosses. Third house on the right. Maybe you knock on the door after midnight. Maybe you don't. Benton is not responsible for what happens.
Great. And I will pass on just how many people I know firsthand know about Anton's prowess.
Yes, the prowess of doing it, right?
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yes.
Anton the Endurer.
We're going to sense that Anton is lying about this because I feel like Anton
Yeah.
is potentially
Insight check.
lying about this and sending us into a trap or something.
Perhaps you should check.
And I would like to do an insight check on his prowess.
It's a 12. I think.
Tough read. Probably a practiced liar at the same time.
All right, I want to find out about his
All right.
actually
Oh, actually, that was a 16.
Oh.
Actually, yeah. I'm proficient in insight. Go figure.
23 insight on his prowess.
He's uncommonly gifted, and there's a lot of stamina. Probably not a lot of opportunity.
Probably wouldn't want stamina in this case.
I want the opposite.
You get the feeling that he's probably being on the up and up, but it looks like he's probably hiding something.
Interesting. So you know a lot about the town then.
I mean, Anton has his fingers in many pockets. I mean,
Anton
has
has
many.
Yeah. So I'm looking for
I
a
would
guy
like
I
to
met
spell.
just out of
He's
town
hiding.
recently,
Mm.
a week or two ago. Percival. He's a gardener.
Okay, yeah, I've seen him around night.
You've seen him around,
Yeah,
but not
he's never
recently,
come.
right?
No, it's been a while.
It's been a while. Do you know what happened to him or heard anything what happened to that
I
guy?
heard he took up the bottle.
Where he took up the bottle, but where is he now then? got kicked out of his house by his wife, right? And she went missing.
Screw that guy. I don't know.
You don't know that guy? Okay. Still looking for him.
It's friend of yours, huh? So you guys gonna buy anything?
Well, I'm
Ask him
looking,
about
but
hack.
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, that was the point here where we
I also have that zone of truth skull. I don't know if it's necessary.
I was taking care of that cat. I got to
I don't know if it's necessary here. So you have anything that is of a cheaper variety than your 2,000 gold belt there? Any fun little
We're sure the
flashy
belt actually
trinkets
does what it
or?
says.
I have
About
these. I call them caltarps. They're little pointy things you throw on the ground. Some poor sucker walks up across it. He probably won't pursue you too much more.
But why would you not just shoot him with a firebolt as he's chasing you
I can't.
and you kill him?
Can you throw out the fire with your hands?
Yeah. Look at my hat. Do I not look like an amazing magical wizard to you?
I don't know. I thought you were like some sort of alligator man.
Do you have any other hats like that?
I don't have any hands like
How much are the caltrops?
they're 1 gold piece.
I'll take
For a bunch of caltrops?
Yeah.
The fact that you're like, you should have said that they're 1d4 gold.
Now before I go,
Thank you for your
yeah.
money. Thank you for giving me money. Thank you for putting a good word with me. They love me. Did I not get your name?
Nope.
Vanya.
I shall dream of you tonight, Vanya.
That sounds so good.
Be great.
Yes.
But,
Both of you.
Both of me. Yes. Yeah. Sure.
So the other thing I just want to make sure you know is Vanya accompanies me on this check-in with Hack. So if you had any advice to make sure she gets out of this okay.
Maybe she stays there with Anton.
Yeah, she can't do the contracts, you know how it is.
No, I don't. I mean,
Well, I am one of their more powerful allies, the owlbear and whatnot, so I can't just leave them. It
you're
would be
an
very
owlbear. I thought you
detrimental.
were a half-elf.
No, I killed that owlbear, remember?
No,
We were just talking about this.
what?
Okay.
Or whatever, I just leave. I just.
Any other advice on this Hack?
I mean, no, I would not. I mean, I would not do what you're planning on doing.
Great. Well, thanks for the time, Anton. We'll be back for that belt.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yes. Please don't tell your close friend.
Oh,
She
gosh,
came back.
no. We won't tell her
Yeah,
anything.
I mean, my offer stands. The gun of ours there.
Unless you
wicked,
want us-
terrible people.
Unless you want us to tell her about your prowess, and then maybe you guys can, I don't know, maybe you're into the power dynamic? I don't know.
No, I can believe it or not that
I
I've
don't
tasted
wanna
the
say
Crown Guard's food more than once.
Oddly enough. Well, thanks for the time, Anton.
Yes, thank you for your coin and your time too.
Yes, thank you. Pocket, I don't know if I like you enough to do that.
Oh
to
no,
myself.
I would not ask you. I really assumed
But I
that.
also don't want to burn down those people's.
No, I don't want to do that either. I think
Okay.
we can just. I'm gonna go back and try and steal it.
Okay.
That's I think what my plan
I
is.
think that is better
Yeah.
than me doing that. Maybe I can distract him.
Yeah, just flirt with
There's a
him.
plan. Yeah, that's a good plan. Yeah, you can go to the back, just knock him out. Maybe
take his belt.
and then just-
Well, or maybe invite him out on a date.
Ooh, he would probably fall for that. He seemed to have a thing for you, both of you.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we now have a lead on Hack.
We want to, since we're going to be going out after, so we're just all on the street now, walking. Like, do we want to get an early sleep and rest up,
Yeah, it's
And then-
probably about 3, 4.
and then head out after midnight? Go to the.
Maybe slightly before midnight, hit the pig farm on the way.
Well, no, but it's like on the way out of town, right?
true.
Is the house that we're gonna have to go? It's like third or
The way he described it, there's a yeah. Let's bring up our Bevesk map just so I'm not talking directly up in my phone.
Straight out west.
Yeah. Oh, I did this. Okay.
Good job, Jesse.
So, I'm going to send this to the Facebook group, and you guys can look at the map of the Lower Boros. Man, I was doing some crazy shit with my eyes for a long time. I'm seeing a little bit of double.
It was awesome, though. It was so great.
It was so good.
So you said the both of her, you were actually like, you forgot that you don't have two wives.
I was just seeing two people.
He's a method actor. That's what.
All right. So we're gonna load down those. Lower those. There's oh yeah, I guess there's still folks out and stuff posted. And there we go. So the entrance to Anton's is on the south or on the northwest side near the there's a T facing the diagonal line of his shop, and if you head northwest to the T in the road, you will see a road running northeast towards the town square, and there's a large triangular building immediately to the left of that, and that will be your potential meeting place.
Great.
This triangle?
I can't tell from here. Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's just flavor. You guys we could have just RP'd that.
But I like the flavor.
We like the flavor, yeah.
Also, I was poking around the borough when I was right after being peaked, and it sounds like Jonas is actually occasionally hiring people to keep an eye on his security, according to some of the supporters of his that I ran across. So if we wanted to explore a little bit, we might be able to find our way in as security experts.
They will probably not trust me.
I don't think
That's
those
great.
three.
But you
Yeah.
look secure.
Yeah. So we will probably have to sit that one out.
Yeah. But just as an option. I'm not
Did
saying
they,
yes.
did they seem as anti-dragonborn as they were?
They didn't seem.
You did not even notice
They
I was
were-
there.
It was a impolite disregard.
Yeah,
Just
not
whatever.
intense.
Just
Not the same as you guys.
it was an intentional shunning,
Yeah.
as if he were a chair.
Okay.
Yeah, they seem very humanist. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to be a security for that guy without smacking him.
Well, that's also an option. They'll get you close enough to do it.
That's true.
You could
That'd be
just sit
fun.
here, too.
That's a business of ours now, apparently. So.
That's what I was thinking, but I was going to say it out loud.
You're abusing the bag of holding in the best way.
Yeah, like you just mush people up, stuff them in the bag, dispose of the bag.
It took me 2 weeks to get over the term. He Tootsie rolls him in.
Maybe we should change our last name to Baggins. Always putting things in that bag.
Friendo Baggins.
No, Carl would literally.
We wouldn't have thought of putting a human body in the bag if Krampus didn't do it first.
Also true. No,
Honestly, I learned it from Krampus.
for the last 2 weeks, Carl would be like, by the way, we got to figure out what we're going to do with that body in the bag. Like, he was clearly traumatized.
It was traumatizing.
I had no idea.
This is not the only D&D game where I currently have a bag of holding with a human body inside of it. Oddly enough.
It
Totally.
was my idea to do that.
Yeah, I was like, interesting.
It's just,
Okay.
maybe that's just a common thing where people go. You have a bag of holding, you have a dead body, you put the dead body in the bag of holding. You got some pigs, you feed it to the pigs. It's no big deal.
All right, Rick Top over here.
Right?
All right.
Oh, feed it to the
That would've
pigs.
been
It's
a
no big deal.
reference.
Oh my gosh.
What?
From, Locked Stock.
Rick Top is the one who feeds people to the pigs and locks
Oh,
them.
I never
Or in,
saw that.
In
such a
Snatch.
good-
Oh, I never saw Snatch.
Different Guy Ritchie movie, right?
Yeah, different.
Oh, I did see
The other
Snatch a long time ago, but I don't remember the
Okay,
whole thing.
we're cheating.
Anyways.
We have limited time.
All right, yeah. So do we want to like get a?
I don't know if anyone we like just get a sleep, right?
Yeah,
we didn't
just
really
sleep.
get a good
I didn't
rest
use
last
any-
night.
I didn't use any.
But we
You
didn't.
guys got a full rest.
Oh, okay, so we could just not bother tonight. I mean, I need to take at least a short rest to get my spell slot back.
Okay.
I'm good with that. We got time.
But that only takes like an hour to do that. So that's. I just need that and nothing else. But otherwise, how far out of town are the Elven ruins? Did he say? They're like a ways, right?
I don't think it was that ways away.
You got the impression that it was just over a mile.
Oh,
That's not bad.
let's just go do
Southwest
that.
of
I
town.
guess. I guess.
To go
I
fight
mean,
that earth thing?
Listen, did some weird stuff today. I'll go fight an Earth. Like tomorrow, I don't think I'm gonna want to do it.
Okay.
Like I already had my panic attack for the day. I'm just.
All right.
I guess we're gonna go do this now. Let's go fight an Earth. Let's go get it.
Okay.
We got time.
Can you tame an Earth elemental and like?
If anyone can, Juniper can. Can you tame Earth Elementals?
I don't think I have that
Yes.
ability
What
yet.
technically
I
are
think
they?
later I might be able to turn into an elemental, but
Yeah.
not. I don't know if I could befriend them right now.
Oh, and like turn into another Earth Elemental, get a little flirty with it.
Kissing.
Perhaps.
Pull a Vanya and Anton.
Right.
I'm very
That's
bad
the
at
Vanya Anton maneuver. Great, yeah, let's do that. That sounds good. I'm all about it. You're doing great, Bermash.
I'm not gonna.
I'm so proud of you.
I impersonated somebody from the Empire. There's no Empire. Like what?
Who's the
Yeah, they didn't even ask about
Andronicus
that.
you mentioned?
What?
The
Did
dragon?
you hear him? Could you hear him?
It's,
What?
We
he
heard
said, yeah.
and
Well,
we relayed.
I didn't name any dragons.
Okay.
What?
okay, let's check.
I claimed I was from an empire that is not an empire.
That was just completely made up.
I said imperial because it sounded very good, and then I'd forgotten that Gladmore is not an empire; it's just a kingdom, and that there are no empires on this continent, and
Do we want
that
to talk to
I
that
could-
farmer that we
Great.
helped on our way out of town?
there's not an empire.
Oh, yeah,
See
for
if
those
it's
things,
been
The
read
elf you were
out.
talking to doesn't know about anything.
What is he even called?
We haven't talked that over
We
yet.
haven't talked that over yet. I could have made it up.
It could be an empire. It's an empire.
It's an empire.
It's an outpost.
It's an outpost.
So
love
we
the
could
way
call
you
ourselves
deliver
Mr. Rogers because we live in a land of make believe, apparently, with Bermash making up empires. Or we can, because you're deceptive, we can call ourselves the Decepticons.
Ooh, I like that.
Decepticons.
Because we
It sounds
con
like-
people and deceive people.
It
and
sounds like we've got
tip
people in
off.
disguise.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we should go around telling people we're the Decepticons.
That does sound
Yeah.
like
Sounds
not
like
a good thing to
pretty-
just.
yeah.
John of the Land of Cena picked up on that pretty quickly in that book I read about his friend the Bumblebee.
Yeah.
When the Decepticons came,
That
he
does sound kind of.
figured it out.
Do we want to sound kind of scary or do we want to
I
sound
think-
like
I think-
pleasant?
I think
What is our.
There's a popular response to Friends. Just
Maybe
saying.
what-
if we have a
what
name
popular
that people want to
response?
leave alone, because then they won't bother us, and we can be left to
Okay,
hang out in the
neutral
wine
name?
vineyards
Why don't we
and-
sleep on it and go take care of the surf elemental?
But we
Yeah.
can, the four of us agree that we don't want friends, right?
Yeah, I don't like that.
No.
Not a good,
Bermash,
we can.
I've lost
you-
one of my votes.
No, people just are friends. You don't like call yourself like we're the friends. Everyone has friends, I think.
But we're the friends.
Sorry, Pocket.
It's okay. I understand.
We'll come up with something that you'll love. Equally.
Okay. I believe
Maybe
in
more.
you. I believe
Maybe
in you.
something punny.
I like puns.
Everyone likes puns. All the good people like puns, at least.
All right.
All
Let's
right,
go.
are we gonna head to?
The Earth Element, the ruins.
Can
Is
we
the Humbert farm on
yeah.
the way?
If we could
The Humbert
swing.
farm is not on the way.
Humber Farm is to the southeast of town.
Okay,
and
great.
Maybe we head in on the way back.
Yeah,
Depending
on
on how
how long
late
time
it
it
is.
takes.
How beat up we are.
Okay, so you head southeast out of town.
Southwest.
Southwest.
Oh, southwest out of town. Thank you. It doesn't take you long. You're probably walking and talking for about. This is after a short rest.
Do
you've
we
had, right?
spot any pigs, pig farms, or anything along the way?
Make an investigation check.
Blessings of Airdrie upon you, looking for piggies.
That's going to be a really good investigation check. That's 23
You find like two on the way.
or 22.
Along the way.
We won't wait till it gets dark, so maybe on the way back.
Yeah. I'm just making a note that we saw them, so on the way back we can.
Okay, great. Just past the farmlands, maybe a half mile past the farmlands, you start seeing sparse trees and grasslands, and you make your way to what can only be perceived as ancient ruins. They're barely standing, and there is an uneasy feeling to the air as you approach, especially to Vanya and Juniper.
You feel that?
Yeah.
Nope.
What do you feel?
Not
What
good.
do we feel?
I'm gonna start doing my detect magic then.
Okay. As a ritual.
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't have it prepared as a spell like otherwise.
That's fine. So,
What?
and
Can you do
what's the
things as
radius
ritual
on
if you
that?
don't have it prepared? Can I do that?
The range is 30 feet on detect magic.
Okay. So,
I don't know if you have ritual caster or not.
so you start your ritual. She does.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
You start your ritual, and you start walking around. And as you get closer, you get a blinding magical essence. And that's where we're going to take a break because we're about to roll initiative. Okay, to interrupt.
No.
Nope, you're fine. This is why
You
we're
guys
here.
actually get to fight now.
Yay!
Yay, fighting. Are we gonna regret it? Should we have leveled up?
No.
We're not close to leveling up.
No, you're not close.
We were like a third of the way there. Like,
But we have a lot to do.
hey,
Bramash, put yourself within 30 feet of those ruins.
where are we coming? We're coming from.
You're probably coming from that way. We're calling Laura the direction of 10.
Cool. Actually,
Did we take our short rest? Is that something we did?
We did.
yeah, cool.
Great.
I'm
Well,
within
during
30
that short
feet.
rest, just Pocket would have tried to check in on Bramash how he's doing.
Not the best.
Yeah.
Not the best. I impersonated somebody and met with a nobleman, and I don't like noblemen very much.
I don't either.
And he was good. He was nice though.
He was
a
nice
good
for a
for. I think. You know, he's probably got some nefarious things he's up to because they all are.
Yeah,
Maybe he's like
they
a
always
war
do.
profiteer.
All rich people are
or
monsters.
Maybe he's selling slaves, or I don't know.
Something. It's there.
And if any phone people will take pictures and videos,
Yeah.
it'll end up on the video because I don't have a good.
Where's Vanya? She.
You guys, I will let you kind of pick where you were as Bramash was kind of walking around sensing magical essences. He's probably up front though.
Yeah, I'm 30 feet, so I'm 30 feet from right there.
Yeah, and the moment you get there, and the moment the edge of your spell hits these ruins, everyone can feel the ground tremble.
Oh, shit.
Nothing yet. But you definitely get the impression that you're in the right place.
Mash, maybe you shouldn't be going first. You're squishy.
But there's magic up ahead. I mean, I think we found it. Somebody else want to go forward. I'm seeing like magic at like the edge of my.
Basically, where the ruins start, that's where.
All right, I'm gonna take one step forward to get like a better idea.
Like one step forward.
Like one.
Boom. Okay.
I'm
Everyone
gonna go
roll
up
initiative.
with him.
All right, yeah, that's.
I'm going to use these stony dice.
Oh.
Nice. Oh, you're rolling for initiative here?
Animals vacate.
Ooh.
So you somehow, even on a nat 20, Callisto doesn't get to go first.
Of course. No, I'm fine with that.
'Cause-
Okay. Bramash.
8.
I'm just excited because that's my first roll of the night.
Is there?
I think so.
Damon.
7.
Oof. Great. Juniper.
I got a nat 20, so 23.
Call it 23, but not. Yeah. All right. Callista.
20.
20. Fantastic. Vanya.
13.
Pair of nat 20s.
13. I have a hard time not saying your name in a Scottish accent because I did it so much as Scosset.
Scosset was great. I have such warm memories about
I'm
your
s- I wanted that.
characters. Like, I do. I think reminiscently.
Cormonton.
Yeah.
You're like Daddy Badger.
I don't think 2 days pass without us
Talking
quoting
about
the Badgers.
Yeah. Yeah,
Glad you
any,
heard our dad.
Sweet
anytime
helper.
one of our noses is mildly stuffed up.
We were
we
having
start
that.
badgers.
We were having that talk the other day.
Okay. The earth shakes violently, and you hear what can only just a nearly imperceptibly low groan. Just a even lower though, like way lower. It's almost inaudible. And as Bramesh takes that fateful step, you see from the center of the ruins an enormous earth elemental stand from the ground
Oh my gosh. He's amazing.
and just hold his position.
Guys, that's not dirt.
Oh, that's definitely not dirt.
Seems pretty nice.
Up first is Juniper.
Seems pretty nice.
I don't even know what to do. Suppose we should start attacking.
You could try talking to him.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and cast, I think, Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
I think so. 'Cause
Okay.
I can hit him from where I'm at with that.
Yeah.
So, all right. He has to do a con save of 13.
Con save of 13. Saves.
Damn it. What happens if he
That is
saves?
his stat.
Oh boy, is it.
Oh, great.
Still takes damage.
Takes
though.
2d10 radiant damage on a failed save.
Okay.
Or half as much damage on a successful one. Okay, so half as much, so 1d10 damage.
Well, you roll 2d10 and then you just have it.
Mm-hmm.
What are my d10s? There's 1, 2. 9 plus 4 is 13, so
Okay, so we round
6.
down, so 6 damage to the earth elemental.
6 radiant
6 radiant.
damage.
Okay, 6 radiant damage to Mr.
And I still have the moonbeam. It still was cast and whatnot, even though he saved, right? It's around.
What's that? Yeah, it's
Okay.
let's we have that
On him.
marker. Here we go. Here's your marker.
Awesome.
So you get to place that wherever you want. Right on him. So he's got like a damage aura now.
So don't get too close, anybody.
I mean, he saved, so I don't really know where, but it could be just right within
Probably next to it.
range
Yeah.
of him.
Great.
Since the 5 feet.
Is there friendly damage on the moonbeam? Friendly fire?
Yeah, there's friendly fire on literally everything.
Yeah, just a creature.
Callisto, you were up.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
going.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
No worries.
Any bonus actions, Juniper?
No, I'm gonna hang back here with the squirrel.
Great. Super smart.
That's very smart. Sure, the squirrel appreciates the company.
All right, Callisto, you are up. Sorry about that.
No worries. So I am going to clap our resident squishy on the shoulder, Bramash, and cast Protection from Evil and Good,
Okay.
which makes him protected against elementals.
Great.
So creatures of those types have a disadvantage on attack rolls, and the target and Bramash cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Great.
So I'm gonna cast that, and then just kind of move in front of Bramash.
I don't think I have a marker for that specifically.
I don't know if you want to use a bless as like a. I know they make those rings that say sanctuary or protection.
Yeah, I just need to do that.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll remember that he's got
remember.
it. Cool. Any bonus actions?
Nope.
All right. Vanya.
I would like to use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon
Great.
and place my chocobo.
So you summon him right over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna just put it behind. I don't think it counts for flanking, but I also don't want it to get in the way of things.
I think it does count for flanking,
Does
believe it or
it?
not. No.
No,
not
it
an
doesn't.
ally.
It's not an ally.
Got it.
But I just want it out of the way, so in case
Sure.
you want to go. So then, if I cast it within 5 feet of it, I think I can make an attack with it. So I make as part of my bonus. So I'm gonna hit 1d8 plus spell casting. So I
So make your
rolled
spell
a
attack.
hit. Sorry, I'm still getting used to
It's
spell
okay.
casting and stuff. 21.
21 does indeed hit.
So then that's 1d8, I believe. 1d8. Where's my pyramid? 5 plus 3, 8.
8 points of what kind of damage?
That matters, huh? Let's see, it is force damage.
Force damage. Okay, 8 points of force damage.
And then as my bonus action, I'd like to cast Sacred Flame, so he's got to make a Dex 13 saving throw.
Sacred Flame, I believe, is an action, is it not?
Yes.
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, but I haven't done my action yet.
I think summoning, am I mistaken in summoning the
It's a-
spiritual weapon is an action?
It's a bonus action.
So yeah, you
But I
say-
can't do another spell on
Okay.
it
Yeah, you
unless
can-
it's a
you can-
cantrip.
So your action is Sacred Flame.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I can do a cantrip because it doesn't use a spell
Right,
slot.
I'm with you. So
Yeah.
what is the save on that?
Dex 13.
Okay, no. He rolled a 17
So then I
for
don't
16.
do
He's
anything.
-1 to Dex.
Okay.
That's actually not a bad tactic, though, because he's
Mm-hmm.
not Dexy.
I would like to move 1, 2, 3, 4, just kind of behind this rock.
Okay. Ramash.
I try and use my free action to hail the rock man here. Just be like, "Ho! You startled us, man. What is? We're here for an earth elemental core. Do you have one laying around?"
Wade is at his mommy's house right now.
It tilts its head, but it's already been hit twice.
You want to play in his room?
And the time for diplomacy is now past.
All right, I guess I'll just firebolt it.
Okay.
That is a 17.
17 just hits.
Wow.
Oh, brother.
Wow. Okay. 1 fire damage.
1 fire damage.
And if he's resistant, 0.
You successfully deal 1 fire damage to our earth elemental.
Got him.
Nice.
And I'm gonna move
Smart.
right here. At least I'm out of his range.
Okay. Any bonus actions?
I have done go.
It is now our earth elemental's turn.
I have one thing before he starts his turn. It says that if he starts his turn in my moonbeam, he has to make another saving throw.
Great.
Good job.
15?
He saves,
Okay.
but he still takes half damage.
Yeah.
So,
Moonbeam, y'all.
which would be 7, so it'd be 3.
3 damage. All right. I mean, he's
What
he's
kind
getting
of damage is that?
It's the radiant damage.
radiant. Yeah. Okay. Beginning of his turn. He sinks into the ground.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Okay. Damon.
Yeah, what you gonna do, Pocket?
I might want to hold your action. Maybe position yourself somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. So, how tall is this?
15 feet. Meh, 12 feet.
Great. So, I have second story as a feature, and so I can climb at the rate I walk.
Okay, great.
So, I would like to climb up there.
Cool. If you
We'll
can
just
quite get him-
imagine
yeah, he's up there.
that he's up
isn't he?
there.
Great.
And then hold action with crossbow
Great.
to shoot anything that erupts from the ground
Fantastic.
in this area.
Sure. Juniper.
I can't, with my nature sense, detect anything about where
You
he
can make a
is.
nature
Can
check.
I?
You
Okay.
can make a nature check. This will be your turn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I would do on my turn, aside from move my moonbeam somewhere. Let's see. My ability for nature take 5. No, it's only 3. What?
Ooh.
Not 1.
Yeah, you have no idea.
You still have detect magic going.
Yes, we do.
Does it? It's not giving me anything like underground or anything.
We'll see in a couple clicks.
I'm just gonna hang out here by Pocket in the squirrel.
Great.
Great.
Yep.
I'll protect you.
Thanks.
Any bonus actions?
I'm just gonna move my beam around over here. I just,
Okay.
You know, I don't know.
Great.
Okay.
Callisto?
I'm probably just gonna say what the fuck and
Sure.
back up a little bit and then
Great.
hold my action. If it pops up, I'll swing at it.
Okay. All right. Holding action first. Yep. Vanya? Lots of held actions.
Well, yeah.
Remove my spiritual weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I hold an action that's a spell slot and it doesn't get used, that's expended, right? Is that how that works? Okay, then I am going to hold a sacred flame in case it comes into a range within sacred. It comes to the ground and within range of my sacred flame.
Okay. Holding Sacred Flame for if something pops up within range of Sacred Flame.
Yeah, which is
It just disappeared.
Ramash.
60 feet.
My specialty.
So everybody else ran away. I'm gonna use hide and try and like crouch down behind that rock there and behind,
Okay.
like, and be just get very still, like it's a T-Rex or something.
Is Detect Magic concentration?
Yes.
Okay. You're good. You didn't need to fire another concentration spell. You're all right.
No.
So, in that case, you are aware of something below you and moving rapidly.
Okay. Well, I use my action to hide.
Yep. You have a
So
free talk action.
I'm like, guys, it's below us. It's below me.
Below you.
Yeah, and then I'm done.
Okay. Callisto. The ground shakes from under you.
Oh shit.
Please make a acrobatics check.
Fuck. I was hoping for athletics.
You know what? Either one.
Great. You're the best.
I am the best.
You are the best. 18.
18. You are vaulted into the air
Oh shit.
and barely managed to avoid landing flat on your back, but you are about 10 feet towards Becky as the earth elemental explodes up under your feet.
Oh, like towards June or towards?
Towards Juniper.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Towards Becky.
About 10 feet, so just 2 clicks that way from where you were. You managed to land on your feet.
Like here.
Yep. As the earth elemental attacks the first thing that attacked him.
Fuck.
Great. I'm not even a bear right now.
I was like, any bonus actions? Any bareness actions?
Well, then my moonbeam would disappear.
That's true. That's true.
That is a true statement.
Okay. He is going to make his multi-attack.
Oh, great.
Oh.
That's real
Am
bad.
I dead?
You might be dead.
Oh, no.
So, natural 20 on his first attack on his multi-attack.
What happened to all our held actions?
Expend them.
So
Do them.
Okay.
yeah, so
That's
Close
just
enough.
You do them as his action. Or at
so
the same
he's got to
time.
make a saving throw for.
Yeah, he's got to make a dex saving throw for me.
Okay,
At
I'll
13.
use. Uh, 16.
He saves.
Okay. What else? You were holding nothing. You were holding something.
Is that in range of my? Are we comfortable with? If I was looking that way, I could fire off.
I don't have good eye line. What do you think?
I was looking that way. So he popped up in front of me, but not where I was ready for.
He's so big. You could.
Great.
We can either call it a called shot at
Great.
his arm, or you can say it's just a general attack with disadvantage, which is basically the same thing.
General attack.
Okay.
Disadvantage. Cool.
Okay.
11.
11 just does not hit at all.
I was holding an action, but I think I'm too far now.
I feel like you can reach him. I feel like that he is within. Like, if you look at the outside of his arm, it is
Okay.
in the adjacent square to you.
Yeah, I'll swing at that.
You're such an athlete.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, 12.
12 does not hit.
Okay.
All right.
Juniper, we tried. Caught off guard.
All right. Earth elemental dice.
Don't use those dice. Those dice roll too well.
Well, they're stone colored. Okay.
It matches.
Says the I only roll max on my die.
I made those dice, and I don't even use them because they roll too well. I don't want to make the
A
game
metal one.
too.
All right. I will no longer use that one. So.
That's why he's been rolling so well. He's been rolling with the dice I made.
Juniper, you take 20 bludgeoning damage.
Holy shit.
That was the first hit. What?
Oh my god.
Well, it was a crit.
Yeah, that's
Oh, so it was 2d8 plus whatever he hits with.
Yeah,
He's rolling with my loaded dice. You notice all the earth elemental rolls have been good.
it's true. I will no longer roll with it. Actually, one of them was with one of
Yeah,
the
with the other
orange
orange,
that Becky gave me. His second attack, I will
He
no longer
gave
use
him the dice
the
that he
magic Laura
murdered you
dice,
with.
apparently.
You guys will have to bring me back.
Sure. I do have
That's cocked and weird.
Yeah. Landed in the trap.
that. Are you unconscious or still up?
I got 7 hit points left.
That's as much as I started with.
18
Wait,
to hit.
really?
Hits.
I mean, not this
Okay.
battle.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
I know.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
He's unconscious.
Does that mean my moonbeam goes away?
Yes.
Yeah.
You had to roll concentration on the first one anyway, but yes, it's gone no matter
That's the
what.
perfect little moonbeam gem, though.
It is.
Sorry. And that marks the end of his turn.
Alright.
Up next, Damon. Pocket.
Pocket is going to try to jump from his perch onto it.
Hell yeah, he is. All right. Is this just for positioning, or is
Yeah,
this...
just to get up there and get positioned on top.
Yeah, make a. You were already up there. You're about the right height. Make a. Let's go with acrobatics.
23.
You are able, and we can just set him kind of on the same on like the base of the mini because it's got a big base. You're on there, man.
I bet you'd fit on.
Great.
He probably would. Right
You
up
probably
against
would.
that tree.
He's really big. Oh, please, yes. If you can make it happen,
It's
take
going
a
to
picture.
happen. Yeah, and then I want a picture so bad.
Yeah,
Because this
you
is
do.
one of the best things I've ever done in Dungeons and Dragons.
Hell yes.
Now let's take a picture. And then as a bonus action, nope, never mind. I'm gonna brace
Okay.
because that was my action, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else that
Nope.
would be.
And I thought I had oil, but I don't. So that's good for me.
Okay. Up next, Juniper. I need you to make a death saving throw.
I never had to do that before.
You just roll a d20.
Welcome to my world.
Ooh.
It's a failure.
That's one fail.
I got you, though.
Callisto. You are up.
Okay.
What do I have to roll?
11 or up, right?
It's 10 or higher is a success, right?
Yeah.
Or 11 or higher.
11 to 20 is a success. 1 to 10 is a fail.
If I bring you back, you gotta turn into something scary, though. No more moonbeam.
I'm gonna Am I close enough to where he'd get an attack of opportunity if I reposition, or?
I would say so.
Okay.
I
then
think it's only if you leave the attack.
Well,
Leave the.
Yeah, I mean, if
right.
you stay within, like,
yeah, I was just gonna get behind him.
yeah, you can scoot around. It's
Yeah.
fine. He's huge, and he's
Great.
pissed off at. There's a man on him.
Great. I'm gonna try and hit him with my Morning Star again.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
And I'm
believe it or
gonna-
not, hits.
Cast. So it's a 25 total, just if that matters.
No.
No.
And I'm also gonna use Divine Smite.
Yes.
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 Great.
Some
So I have
D8.
so much to roll.
Yeah, man, this is good. This is a baller move.
2d8.
Do you know another
Sure.
2d8? Do you, I got.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if piercing or
take
slashing damage is going to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I
What's the
use
Morning
trick?
All
Star?
I can do.
Yeah.
1d8 plus 3.
1d8 plus 3. So you roll. So yeah, roll these separately because it might matter if it's the bludgeoning damage and the radiant damage might matter.
Okay.
So you roll-
9.
Well, and then roll that again because it's a crit.
Oh, okay, great.
Just leave it. Just leave it.
So, okay, yeah. And then you roll 4d8 for the radiant damage.
Oh, do I double the radiant
You
damage too?
you double the dice.
Nice. This is amazing.
This is why you.
That's a shitty roll, but it's fine. It's 12.
That's why paladins you roll you fish for crits on paladins because then you just get to like.
Okay.
So, what to do?
So how much bludgeoning damage?
10 bludgeoning.
Okay, so that's reduced to 5.
Good to know.
And
I did
then
Divine
how much radiant damage?
12.
12 radiant
Those
damage.
guys were fighting.
Want to move you on the couch?
I'm gonna try to go to sleep. Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right.
Your eyes are
Stay
so
turn close. Do any bonus actions.
Nope. Don't have any.
Go on, you create arc.
For my bonus action, I would like to cast Healing Word on
I need to move a little
our
closer,
dead
but.
person.
It's what was that? 30 foot
60
range?
feet.
60.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you shoot it between his legs. Sweet.
Shit. That's awesome.
Oh, what do I roll? I don't have to roll to hit on that, do I?
No.
Just D4 plus my spell casting mod. So that is 4. hit
4 points.
You got
Jennifer
4
comes
health.
too. You're up.
I'm up.
Well, I mean, you're alive. You're not up.
Yeah.
You're alive, you have
Stay-
4
Pretend
health.
to be dead for now.
4 health.
Until you can turn into something with lots of hit points.
Okay, any actions on you?
Guess I can reach him with my hammer, huh? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay,
I'm gonna whack him with my hammer
love it.
because I don't think I can do another spell. Dirty 20,
Dirty 20 hits.
10 hit points.
Okay. It finds purchase. You feel like it should have done more damage than that.
Oh, he's resistant to physical. But he still takes some. I'm immune.
Better than the werewolf.
And that ends my turn. 'cause
Boy, I wish I still had
can't-
my
I
nightmare
literally
knife. Why did we just
did
do that
everything I
again?
possibly could.
Ramash.
Because it was killing.
On the firebolt.
Firebolt him.
That's gonna be a 23.
Hits.
10 fire damage.
10 fire damage. Okay, good.
And then I'm going to move 1 step closer to him so that I am flanking him for my ally on the other side, for the cleric.
Mm-hmm. I like it. That works.
And then I am done.
Okay. The Earth Elemental wheels to turn towards the thing that hit him the hardest.
Oh
recently.
no. That's a bad move on my part.
Oh no!
I made a horrible mistake. Alright. So he's facing me.
He is. He was going to go after the man on his back, but the man on his back isn't really near his face.
Packs up there punching.
Nice. He's 11 currently.
So you're
He's
saying-
also got disadvantage against me.
okay.
So he does have to roll with disadvantage
Great.
because of protection from good and evil.
Right. Oh. And so on his first attack, he happens to miss.
Fantastic.
And his second attack is a 12 to hit.
I'm gonna cast shield.
Shield.
What was it? Cast. Boom. Shield. Done. So that makes my AC 15 or 16.
16. Okay. Cool. That's your reaction.
Mm-hmm.
This massive, jagged fist scrapes against your arcane shield and crushes into the ground, shaking your feet a little bit.
And I'm like, I made a horrible mistake. I knew this was a bad idea. This is the worst part. I start muttering to myself as I'm.
Callista's just grinning at Bramad, grinning at this giant thing above her. She loves hitting shit.
Damon.
This is the wildest battle.
I'm scared.
Probably should be.
I think I'm just gonna. I'm trying to punch it. That wasn't working. So I'm gonna shoot it in where I'm standing, like right between my legs, straight down.
We're shooting it?
Yep.
Okay. This will be with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Great. That's 18 to hit. On disadvantage.
18 hits.
Uh, 4 piercing damage.
Okay. That will be halved.
Of course you're not.
And Vanya, maybe you can start her a show or something.
She has
okay.
her tablet.
Okay. That was halved. Great. Any bonus actions, Pocket?
I'm gonna pull on this tree thing.
Shake his tree a little bit.
Yeah.
Rattle his branches. Okay.
Ooh, that's funny.
Juniper. You are prone. You are alive.
Oh God.
I don't think like any animal I can turn in will do any damage to him. I can't imagine
Well,
like
physical
piercing
still half.
or slashing does.
Still,
still
half.
does
And
damage.
What it'll do is get you hit points.
Mm-hmm.
A big healthy self heal.
Okay. So I think every single animal I can turn into just does slashing or piercing.
Yeah, they do.
That's fine. You
Not
still
that-
do half
much, but-
damage on that.
I'm doing great. Look at me. All I can do is pierce. It is on its last legs, thanks to me.
Well, I guess I have to use half my move to get up, right? From
I mean,
prone.
those are technically the
Yeah,
last
it's half
legs it'll
movement.
ever have.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys are going to wipe anymore. A little dubious when
All right.
Juniper went down.
Today I'm gonna turn into a dire wolf.
Sweet.
So, standing up first.
Standing up and
So,
using my
your bonus action, you are a dire wolf.
dire wolf.
Yeah, dire wolf who's flanking him.
Yeah. You got
And
pack tactics anyway. So.
I guess I can try to
Damage is damage.
bite him. He has to succeed on a DC 13 strength.
Strength, DC 13. Very saves.
Very saves. Okay.
That's not just an attack roll.
You gotta roll the attack roll.
Do I?
You have to hit first.
I have to hit first. Oh, sorry, Inka. 18.
18 hits. So no. It's 18 damage.
No, 18 to
18
hit.
Yeah, you
18 hits.
saved on the
Then
roll.
you save.
Saved on the roll.
But you
Yeah.
still deal damage.
Yeah,
I still deal
roll.
damage.
It
So
looks like
will it be half?
2d6. Yeah, 2d6 plus 3 though.
2d6 plus 3 halved. Yep.
Oh, maybe another D6. 9 plus 3 is 12.
12. So 6 points. That's a
But is that
6
then halved
points
again?
of piercing damage.
no.
Oh, because it's piercing?
I mean, it was 2d6 plus 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just 2d6 plus 3. It
So,
wasn't.
so it was 12 damage, and then halved because of his piercing resistance.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought it was half because he
The,
saved.
the save is to get knocked prone.
Gotcha.
Oh, gotcha.
That
Okay,
would've
yeah,
been
I was, yeah.
No, it would
I
not
would've done
have
some
for
shit.
Promotion
There would have been some
and Callisto.
acrobatics checks there. That's a huge amount of damage for this thing.
Cool. Go. I told you you could.
Alrighty.
I just said try to sleep if you can.
Callisto, you're
Druid's
up.
always talking to squirrels.
All right.
It's the cat.
Let's see. Is this an action? Yes, it is. So I'm going to use my channel divinity
Mm-hmm.
to turn my weapon into a sacred weapon.
Yeah. Hell yes.
I think that's all I can do.
Okay, is that that's your action?
That's my action.
That's a great move. Awesome.
Does it make it do like radiant damage and stuff? Or?
It's considered magical, but it doesn't affect the damage, I don't think, but it adds +2 to attack rolls.
Ooh.
So I figure if we're gonna get half damage, I might as well make sure I hit every time.
Vanya.
If I cast
gotta add my-
Thunderwave, it's a 15-foot cube, so could I potentially not hit anybody? Because it's like a 15-foot cube in front of me, so I assume that's this. So I get
Yeah,
him.
you're good. It surrounds you. It's all of your adjacent squares.
Oh, then it does get him with nobody else.
Yep.
Perfect. I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
Or I'm going to attempt to. Please work.
You don't have
because
to roll an attack on Thunderwave.
I don't?
No, it's a save on what?
It's,
On
yeah,
Oh,
it-
sorry.
Yeah.
So, what kind of save is that?
That's a good question. Where's my spells?
But,
It's a con 13.
Saves. So it's half damage.
Okay, well, I want to do Channel Divinity instead of roll for damage on that.
Is that thunder damage?
It is thunder damage.
I think. Can you only channel divinity on lightning damage?
I think it's thunder or
I
lightning.
think it's thunder or lightning.
Let's just check real quick.
You can use Channel Divinity to deal maximum damage instead of rolling for lightning or thunder
Great.
damage.
Okay.
So then,
Sweet. Awesome.
so that does 2d8,
Mhm.
so 16. So that'd be halved.
So just takes 8.
Wait, when you cast this spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for each slot above first. So is that technically 3d8?
Did you use a second level slot?
Yeah, I think I could only use a second level slot for it because it's a second level spell.
Thunderwave is a level
First
1
level spell.
spell.
Oh,
Yeah. You can use either if you want.
well, I had assumed I was doing it second.
Oh,
just out
yeah,
of
so-
my
So
own.
it's a second level spell, and so roll your. Is it 2d8?
So it'd be 3d8. So then half.
Roll your 3d8.
Oh no, I did channel
Channel
divinity.
divinity. Oh, yeah, so it's
Yeah.
So it's 8 times
12 damage.
12
12
damage.
damage. Yeah.
You were way ahead of us this whole time. You just kept on saying 12 damage, and no one listened to you. How do you feel?
I didn't say 12, I said 8
And then for my
before.
bonus action, I move my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is all I can move it. And then
Sacred joke.
yeah, I'm done with my turn.
All right. Ramash.
I'm not just gonna. Oh yeah, I'm flanking it. I'm just gonna take a ranged attack against it.
Cool. He's actually looking right at you.
Cool. I'm just gonna firebolt it right in the face.
Okay.
Uh,
Firebolt,
Careful,
would that be a
pockets up there.
disadvantage? Or...
but I'm flanking him. He's being
Oh, because of
flanked
wolves.
because of actually Vanya for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're is Vanya technically in base to base or no?
What's that?
Does Vanya
I'd
count?
say it's close enough because he's big.
It's a crit fail.
Okay, cool. Whiff. Barely misses Vanya. Goes under his arm.
Let's see if I.
Vanya's got like one slightly crispy eyebrow, just like.
Shatter was what I was meaning to do, but that's what I was thinking why it was second level. But anyway, okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
If
fine.
you had said
No,
that,
that's
I
why I was confused. I was like, oh, I thought that was second level. Anyway, that explains my confusion. It's fine. It's basically the same damage.
All right.
Shatter is concussive damage.
Yeah, that's a good one. For
Shatter
things
is
like
thunder
this.
damage.
Oh, does it? Oh, it just deals more damage to rock
It's-
stuff.
Yeah.
Our Earth Elemental, being enraged by the largest hit recently from Vanya, wheels around and faces Vanya We don't have to spin him every time. It's fine. He's really clunky with a pocket
Great,
on
yeah.
him.
Not
A creature
sorry.
made of inorganic material, such as stone, has disadvantage. That's what I had meant to do. I'm such a
Yep.
dummy.
It's okay. Next time.
That's why I was like confused. I'm like, I thought this was a second level spell.
All right, here we go. First attack. 15.
Does not hit.
15 does not hit. All right. Second attack definitely does not hit. That's 6.
Ha! In your face.
Pocket, you're up.
Great.
He's starting to look pretty rough.
Great.
Set his tree on fire.
I don't think he even knows about the tree.
Pulls out a flint and tin there. Just
That's not a bad idea. I don't know. Got a crowbar. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot him again.
Shoot him again. We're very close. This will be with
This disadvantage?
Yeah.
That was good. Great.
It's good.
21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
Great.
That was not
4
good.
damage.
4 damage. Okay.
So 2 damage.
Tink.
All right.
And then I'm gonna kick the tree with my bonus action.
Yeah. Stupid tree. Juniper, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna, I guess, just kind of stay back here. I'm
Sure.
gonna kind of jump over here.
Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, if we're jumping over a 12-foot tall tree stump, I'm going to say
Okay.
make
I'll
an
just
athletics check.
stay right
You can
here.
do it.
I didn't know if I
Jumping
could like
is
get
so
through
cool.
right here. I didn't really know.
I mean, you can.
Sure, yeah.
You can.
I just okay.
You can be.
You
You,
did
can
that.
occupy the same
Yeah.
space as other people.
Sorry, I
Hard
didn't
time
put a
with
base
that
on
wolf.
that.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do the same
Jump,
thing
jump.
again.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
please.
try to go ahead and bite him.
Bite him. Great.
Does 20 hit?
20 definitely hits.
30, 20?
I think
Okay.
it's AC 17.
And
Yeah, I remember that from the Just Hits earlier.
that would
It rolls
be.
well for you.
It does. So that's 12. So 6.
6 points of damage. Okay. And does he need to make some sort of save?
Oh yeah, strength 13.
Okay.
Oh god.
He
This
is a
fun.
creature, right?
Definitely saves.
That's such good news.
Can I can use my bonus action. I guess.
Yeah. What bonus
Right.
actions do you have?
Well, just to move away.
Yeah.
That's
You
not-
can,
okay.
you can- he might take a swing at you.
Well, I'm behind him though, can he?
I mean,
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're leaving his area.
Oh.
he is aware of all of you and is kind of circled or just wildly swinging, and so.
Okay. Never mind.
But you absolutely can. He's got a great hit, but he doesn't roll for shit now that he's not using Laura's dice.
That's for the best.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I'll just hang out.
Okay. Callisto.
I'm gonna take another whack at him. Ooh, crit fail.
Okay. Any bonus actions?
Nope.
Okie doke. Vanya, you're up.
I'd like to move my spiritual weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wherever it's, I'll just put it there. And so that's, I think I rolled a hit on that. 17.
17 does hit. Just hits.
Ooh. 9.
9 points of damage. Okay. And what kind of damage is that?
It is.
We're talking spiritual weapon, right?
Yeah, so it is. I think it's force damage. Yeah.
9 points of damage. Great.
And then for my action, I'd like to cast. I can't believe I screwed up that last round so bad. I'm kicking myself for that. But anyway, moving on. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Great.
16.
16 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Ramesh.
I'm gonna move away from him.
Okay.
So I move away from him a couple feet.
Mhm.
Does he not get an attack of opportunity?
He does
He
if he
does.
wants.
No, he hates all of you.
He's
very
going to. Okay.
Is that still at disadvantage because of the protection?
I think it is.
It is, yeah, because you still
All
have
right, cool.
concentration.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
see
up
if I
for
can-
10
See if I
minutes,
can roll
so-
under a 2. I did.
I don't get advantage if I'm flanking with Juniper on spell attacks. Is that just melee?
Let's say it's melee.
I
For
forgot
oh
I
yeah,
get
for
advantage for pack tactics.
yeah, it's only for melee attacks. You get flanking. You don't get flanking on ranged
Okay.
attacks, which my hit also would. Well, I mean, I missed, so it didn't
Is
matter.
guiding bolt technically a ranged attack?
Yes, it's a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
It is not a touch attack. Ramesh,
Does he hit me?
no, he does not.
Thanks to that.
Cool. And then I'm going to attack him.
Now I can't take another attack of opportunity this. for
Sure,
this round.
that is his attack of opportunity.
That's a 19.
19 definitely hits.
4 fire damage.
4 fire damage. Okay.
And then I am done. All my spells are like RP spells or AoE spells.
I was
Okay.
so excited to read that protection counts against elementals.
Okay. He begins rapidly sinking into the ground.
Uh-oh.
Pocket. In this split second, do you make a strength save or do you make a acrobatic save?
I want to do an acrobatic save.
All right, great.
Since
In a-
he's
in a
technically
powerful vault.
leaving our.
He's sinking straight down.
He doesn't leave your. It doesn't work
He's
that
not walking
way.
next to you. He goes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. The ground safely closes under your feet.
Great.
And I'll just take that guy.
He's so heavy.
He is heavy. He's solid.
I stuck the landing.
And comes up right.
Oh no.
You chose the right person to give that.
Can I?
Protection too.
He's pissed at you. You can do what do you need to do?
I've got nothing right now.
All right. I think your shield still maintains.
No, my shield only lasts for one turn.
Okay, but we're rolling with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no protection
I
lasts
wish I could
forever.
cast things as an animal.
Oh my god.
That is a 3.
Yeah. I think I'm safe.
The other one was this.
Yeah.
Since this is the,
Praise be.
Listen,
the most
I've got more
valuable.
health than you.
Oh no, I'm just
Actually, I have the same
celebrating-
amount.
I'm just celebrating. I think it's now 3 attacks in a row that the disadvantage would be
Yeah.
the difference.
Oh,
on.
yeah.
hold the attack. Does 15 hit? I'm sorry, it does 18 hit.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
shield doesn't get me out of that one.
We celebrated too
I
early.
jinxed it. Sorry.
Well, I had forgotten about
He's gonna
all
hit me
that.
for a chunk of damage, but I'm a beefy boy.
You take 18 points of damage.
Okay,
How
I
you
mean,
doing, baby boy? Can I do an inside check on how baby boy's doing?
Yes.
all right.
Are you still up?
Yeah, I'm still alive.
Damon. He's only hit twice.
He's hit 3 times.
Oh, sorry. It was a multi-attack. But he's only landed his attack round twice.
I'm still alive.
You're fine.
What to do now that I'm on the ground? I'm so confused.
I gotta roll.
You're standing.
I'm gonna wheel.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take
I
a shot
keep
at what I
concentration.
perceive to be his face.
Yeah, great. Not at disadvantage this time.
Great. That is. I love that. 15.
Does not hit. You only roll well at disadvantage.
That's exactly right. I know I'm doing something that I think looks awesome. It's another bolt down.
That's amazing.
Juniper, you're up.
Man,
I know, right?
what do I do?
I've done 4 damage to this combat.
He's looking kind of rough.
You're welcome.
He's got a real mad on for Vermont. he thinks he killed Juniper.
Yeah, then
There's
just
a whole
Oh,
Those are my friends.
I don't know. I just.
Oh no, he's a wolf friend. What are we
Can you go
doing?
bite him?
Yeah, I could if I want to get near him again. I just.
He's
So-
also a beefy boy.
hesitant.
But if he takes your hit points off, you just turn back into Juniper. Then you can turn into something else.
Yeah.
Can I
Assuming he doesn't
ride the
exceed
dire
those hit
wolf
points.
into
Yeah,
that
right.
battle?
I'm gonna.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was just excited about the crazy thing that Carl said. You're good.
Okay, I'm gonna
Take
go.
an attack.
Yep,
Okay.
and with advantage.
Because of tactics.
Ooh, 24.
Definitely hits.
Cool. Ooh. 11 plus 3, 14, so
7 points of damage to our Earth Elemental.
Nice.
Continuing to look rough.
He's got a lot of health, and we are slowly chipping him down.
That's the intent of this entire fight. That's what I wanted, and it's happening. All right. And he needs to make a strength saving throw or fall
right.
prone.
Correct. Glad you remembered that.
Yeah.
Now you're not on top of him, so maybe he'll actually.
Just want to check something real quick. Okay, yeah. 12.
Awesome. So he's.
He falls prone. The ground shakes. His 7 tons of rock falls over.
From a wolf.
All right. Fantastic. That's excellent. Great
pretty
round.
cool.
Any bonus actions?
Still strong. When he's knocked prone, he can't attack me if I move away, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Cannot.
That means he's not going to do anything to you.
I'm just gonna go right over here.
Yeah, smart. Callisto.
All right. I'm going to. I think I can walk.
And you'll have advantage on this.
Yeah. Hit him with my morning star.
Good morning.
Thank God for advantage. Great. 22.
22. Roll damage.
Hit. That's 8
Okay.
piercing. So.
Sure.
But it's magical.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it
that-
magical?
Yeah, because I've got the sacred weapon on it, so it's considered magical.
Yeah. Continues to look rough.
Great.
Continues to look very rough if you're counting this as percentages. Vanya.
I don't know enough math to know very rough. I'm a comm major.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna whack it with my spiritual weapon.
Sure. With advantage.
Oh, good, because that was a natural 1. 19.
19 hits, believe it or not.
6.
6 force damage. Continues to look rough.
So do I get to roll advantage on if I do a guiding bolt on it?
No, you actually roll that with disadvantage
Because it's ranged.
because it is ranged.
Oh.
That's a smaller target now.
He's when a prone target. You have
Yeah, he's tiny. Look
disadvantage.
at him.
Yeah, a prone target. You have disadvantage with ranged attacks on them.
I'll go whack him with my hammer then.
Okay.
There's this image of a wolf pulling down the
I know. Surprised that I could knock that guy down.
What do we do?
Okay.
Nothing?
Not
Okay.
good.
Nada? Got it.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Raj. Ramesh.
Well, I get to run away.
Yep. And he's not going to be able to smack you.
And then I'm gonna firebolt him.
Cool.
One of them's gonna be a 15.
Great. That one hits.
Well, it's a disadvantage.
Sure.
It's also a 15. So
Sure.
So the dies were both 15, so there was a 20s to hit.
Yeah. 20 hits.
Uh,
Roll damage.
9.
9 points of fire damage. He still looks very rough.
Neat. I'm done. And that is my portent. Portent just changes one die roll. When you have disadvantage, you still got to roll the other, I think.
Enraged, you see the earth elemental slam his fists in the ground and just sink back into the earth.
God, that's annoying. I'm sick of him doing that.
Yeah. You also see him just come up right here.
Oh no, I've already used my reaction. Oh, I did not think about this. I was like, he's gonna have to get up. It's half his movement.
Puck will kill him with his crossbow.
Yeah, then you'll all get to. Then he's gonna. Okay.
First attack at disadvantage. Game changer.
It's my favorite. It lasts 10 minutes.
19.
Definitely hits.
Oh, jeez. It's alright, I'll pop you back up.
Well, so here's the deal on how much damage it might deal.
9 points of damage for his first swing.
Cool, I'm down.
Cool, I'm down.
But no, 10 points of damage.
That's my I'm down.
Still down.
Yeah.
Well, bro.
Cold. There's some blankets on there on the couch. There's one with a Carl on it.
Not that one.
Not after what Jesse's done to it.
That's got Carl and Jesse on it. Legit, don't do that. Sorry.
I'm so glad let that stay.
It's hard to get out.
Is it gonna hit me again?
What's his intellect? No. He thinks you're dead. His intelligence is 5. He thinks he did a great job.
Murdering you down.
Yeah, I murdered the dragon. I murdered the druid.
This wolf showed up for some reason.
I'm serving my purpose as a summoned elemental guardian. It is the end of his turn. Damon, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah.
We're gonna need more than 175.
21.
21?
That's why I said I was like, I don't want to fight this thing for 175 gold.
Hopefully we can get some for more.
6.
6 points of piercing damage. Have to 3.
Did that kill him?
You're saying that's what you guys do.
He's
on the
looking
weekends.
very rough.
Watch
He's
movies,
still looking very rough.
lay in bed.
He's been looking very rough for a long time. This is just a damaged sponge of a beast. Juniper, now is the time for vengeance.
All right.
Yeah.
The wolf stomps into place, confident in her abilities.
I don't get advantage
No.
on this. I'm not.
Not with the dead guy.
That took is not very distracting.
14.
14 does not hit, I'm afraid.
I'm done.
Any bonus actions?
No.
Okay, fine. Callisto?
Alright.
So I can't heal as a wolf, right?
You can heal yourself as a wolf. It's a really weird thing.
But I can't.
Yeah.
So.
So I think I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and get right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'm going to use lay on hands. And give Burmash 10
10 hit points.
Cool.
hit points.
Nice.
Any bonus actions?
Let me see, I'm considering it.
Do it.
So he's already got protection. How would also casting Sanctuary on him work?
I say the stack.
Can you cast them? Is
Is,
lay on hand,
is
how's lay on
Sanctuary
hands work?
a...
It is not concentration, protection is.
But, oh, yeah, it's... Yeah, so then, does it actually... Do you like keep the protection from good and evil when I go down?
You should. I think it lasts until I go down.
Yeah, it's concentration. You're not. I think it would go off if you died.
Well, yeah.
But I feel like your unconscious corpse could still have protection from good and evil. Or your unconscious body. You're unconscious. You weren't dead. I am looking at the spell in the manual as we speak.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It doesn't say that that it drops if you become incapacitated. It just says, yeah. Concentration up to 10 minutes. It doesn't say anything about being incapacitated. So, any bonus actions?
So I think I'm also going to cast Sanctuary
Sure.
on Burmash.
Protect the lizard. That's what we're
Is lay
learning
on
here,
hands a
folks.
spell slot thing?
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's
okay.
No,
just
it's just a paladin thing.
Okay.
Yep.
So then... Oh, Sanctuary is a bonus action? Wow.
Yeah.
That's intense. All right.
So now he gets disadvantage to hit you.
But he
If
has
he
to...
does hit you, he has to make a wisdom saving
He has to
throw.
actually make a wisdom saving throw before he attacks.
Before he even
Okay.
attacks, so he may just not.
He
Yeah.
may just great.
Yeah.
Either way.
Great.
whichever direction those go.
Sure. Yeah, it would be
double
yeah. You're probably in good shape, Ramesh.
You're in paladin hands.
Battle
That's
mercy.
it for me.
Vanya.
Right, this one was on this square, but there's kind of a rock
It's
occupying
fine.
it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
At some point, I want close to that.
19.
19 hits.
10
10 points
of
of
force damage.
of force damage from a golden ethereal chocobo as it plants its beak into the lower back of the massive earth elemental. It begins to crumble and lose purchase. It tries to hold itself together with its big arms, and it succeeds for a second until its arms begin to crumble as well. And it lets out one mighty low as it crumbles into a pile of rocks.
Do, 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 do. Sorry, because the chocobo won.
Understood. You are out of combat, friends.
Fantastic.
Is there like
I see this
a
happen.
core-looking thing?
Yeah, I
that
roll
does?
into the pile of rocks and just start like shoveling them
I
around,
went that
looking.
fucking core. I almost died.
Pocket's gonna poke around the ruins here.
Some people should make an investigation check on the rubble.
Blessings of Airdrie upon
I would
whoever
like
has
to-
ever
I mean, you're gonna have to
investigate.
nail it. Who is it?
Who's got good
Is this
investigation?
guy?
That's a 17.
17. Okay.
Blessings of Airdrie upon
Yeah,
whoever.
that was it.
That's
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Okay.
17.
You both, at the same time, you're picking through, and you find just kind of a face, and you find a rock, and it's a little smaller than a bowling ball, and you notice it's glowing, and it appears to be glowing in a spiral of runes, and it's glowing an amber earthen color.
That looks like it's the thing, right?
Neat.
It was deep in there. Do you think so?
Yeah, I think this is it. I don't see any other rocks. This looks like a magical core of an elemental. Like that's you take it back. Maybe there's other nice stuff in these ruins too.
Yeah, let's check out the
Poke around.
area. How are you feeling, Ramash? Because you.
I'm at half health. I feel fine.
Thanks to the battle angel.
I'm.
It's quite the experience to
Yeah.
have
I'm
her
drained of
hands
spell
upon you.
slots.
I was
Practically,
actually
but-
very concerned about dying right there because he could do 22 damage in a hit, right?
He did.
Non-crit.
Non-crit. Yeah.
He
so-
did 20.
Two 2d8
Yeah,
plus
20,
5
he did-
damage.
He did
each swing.
27. That was
Yeah.
exactly my
So
hit points.
2d8 plus 5 can't actually do 22. It can do 21.
What do you want? 2d8 plus. Oh, because it's plus 5. Yeah.
So he could, if he maxes damage, if he'd crit me, I would have just dropped dead though, because it'd have to do 22 damage.
I was basing it off his intellect. I was like, I don't know what his intellect is. If it's above 10, I'm going to kill him.
You have to do 20 in a hit,
Yeah,
so
that's
you have to
fine.
basically max damage me. But
Okay.
Detect any more magic in these rooms? Oh, I'm
Well,
a
I
wolf,
have to-
can't talk.
Somebody's going to do it.
I'm gonna,
I would like to investigate.
while you're investigating, I'm gonna detect magic. Do the detect magic thing. I have to do it as a ritual, but
Sure.
I don't think we're going anywhere for 10
Yeah, you're
minutes
out of
already.
combat. You can just say you did that. You're investigating the ruins.
And then I'm gonna investigate the ruins after with the detect magic on.
I'm gonna go look in that trunk with the mushrooms because that time the badgers left.
Sure, make a nature check on that one.
All right.
Make your investigation roll.
-1 on nature. 7.
Some mulch and stuff. 20?
23.
23. Okay, what
And
are
I'm
you rolling
looking, and I'm rolling. I'm also investigating, but I'm investigating with the magical detection on.
for? Okay, I mean, you can roll with advantage because of that.
I mean, I'm not gonna get better than 23. I got an 18.
Cool. You're picking up a strong magical aura from this entire place. These are ancient ruins. Pocket, are looking, and you see some arcane scrawlings along some of the walls.
Are they elvish?
Pocket, do you speak Elvish?
Nope.
You see some just arcane looking.
Bramash,
Yeah,
I found words.
I go over and I look.
Because this
Okay.
is an elven rune, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I speak
So-
Elvish.
Well, so do the elves.
So everybody
actually.
looks, and it appears
Everyone
to be.
but Pocket speaks Elvish.
It's heavily worn, but you can pick
That's
up
why I
individual
don't.
characters. You can't really read anything. These ruins are thousands of years old. What you can garner is that a very powerful magic user probably summoned this earth elemental to protect this place, and it outlived him. And he's been just waiting here to be released this entire time.
Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried about killing him. Oh, good. Great. That's all I can find.
Win-win. We get to sell this. Win-win-win, because, Bureau.
I'm not selling. No, I'm not selling this to him. He doesn't. 175 gold. Come
Let's
on.
see if we can negotiate.
Come on.
If we can.
He did seem like a
hang on.
bargainer.
We'll hang on to it.
I mean,
for
how?
I say
someone
we
This
try.
seems-
Let's go bargain.
Could you make one of those?
We don't have to give it to him if he doesn't
Make
offer us.
Make one of those.
not yet. I am not nearly strong enough to
Okay.
I say we
to
haggle.
summon and control an earth elemental of that caliber.
I'm going to tell him you can make one.
Okay.
Maybe that'll up the ante.
If he can make one, though, then it's not as valuable.
Yeah,
as if
no,
you
I think
kill one.
The
That
fact that
sounds
he
like a bad
almost
idea.
died is more
Yeah.
better bargaining power. I'm good died, not for me.
But we don't find any stuff.
This place is ancient, abandoned.
It would have
They're
all
squirrels.
turned to dust long ago.
Do I see any badgers around?
Yeah, I mean, no.
We're desperate to meet your badgers again. So
We're gonna go back to Sharp.
What time of day is
just
it now?
to-
You're probably looking about 7, 8 p.m.
Okay, shall we hit that pig farm on the way back?
Mm-hmm.
So it's starting to get dark, and
Just leave it here.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
like,
Earth Elemental
right near
beat
the-
up the.
but we're
Yeah, leave
selling
it-
an earth elemental core. But
We
maybe
can
he
talk
helped
about our
us.
lost party member.
Maybe Pete
Doesn't have to
helped
be-
us.
Oh, he would not help.
He would not help. No, but we came upon this place and found Pete already dead.
Yeah.
Very clearly smashed to
Because he was
pieces.
traveling
or
south.
we could just leave him here, and no one's gonna ask.
I don't know if I don't know if we recognize Pete anymore at this point.
This
Yeah.
is probably not recognizable as Pete, unless
Yeah, because he
somebody.
got smashed by the Earth
Let's see here, it is.
Elemental.
You put him in there this morning,
Mm-hmm.
about 8 p.m. or 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could say because he
Bremek.
was heading south of town, wasn't he?
Yeah, just got attacked by an earth elemental.
On the way.
As you're coming to, your back feels lighter.
Uh-oh. You took our bag of holding.
And initially, I mean, you've been knocked out, and your senses are still coming to, and you smell your own blood in your sinuses. You've been smacked in the head, and although the wounds have cleared, you haven't exactly drained your sinuses of all of the
Got
concussive-
blood out of the
Yeah,
ears.
you've had a rough. But as your sense of smell returns, you smell something familiar. There's a barnyard smell hanging near you, and you instinctively look at your bag of holding, and it is reinforced by twigs and branches and bark once more.
Uh-oh, is the Kraken back?
The Krampus?
The Krampus, not the Kraken. I'm like thinking
Release the
Kraken.
Krampus.
Where's my sage?
What the? I open it to try and I start looking for all my normal stuff that we put in there and to make certain that it's all actually
You
there.
find Callisto's shield and everything you
Oh, thank
inserted
God.
in there.
Maybe
Is the
we
body
offered
in
him
there?
a sacrifice, and now it's all come back to
You
life.
find some wet bones.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, that's gross.
I'm pretty certain that if we keep feeding people to this bag, I will become Krampus.
Like the
Like the
knife.
Krampus claws.
That would not be good.
No, I like
Great.
you are.
So no more Tootsie Rolled people into the bag of holding, I guess.
Damn you, DM.
This is a good way to. But this is actually the perfect bag for getting rid of bodies, though.
His wood
But at
sword.
what cost?
We
Well-
just perform the ritual.
Yeah, we can
keep
just.
killing it, right? There's only like.
Wait. I
took it at
have a
level
question as a low-ranking member of the Friends.
No. We're not the friends.
How often do we expect to be disposing of bodies for others?
Ideally, not often.
Great, just chat. That's my.
Isn't that like against your god?
Isn't it against your god?
No,
Isn't
my
it
god's
against God's?
My god is chaotic good. If it's for the good, she doesn't care. You know, if it's a little, you know.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Tyr prefers justice, and I'm not sure that shoving bodies into a bag is really justice.
Doesn't feel like it.
I mean,
Like,
there's
what was
two
it with
dragon
Fritz?
gods,
That
and
was
I'm pretty
good.
certain one of them is
Yeah.
very much pro stuffing people in bags that eat them.
I didn't want to
so-
assume that, but that's good to know.
I mean, that one's got
That's good
5
information.
heads.
For my
like,
god, we got rid of the body for good, you know.
No, that's
and
fair.
so, like, for my god, I don't think she's gonna be that upset because she's chaotic good, and you know, they are. She's all about doing things, and
Flexible rules.
Yeah.
That explains so much about how you approach life.
yeah, I'm neutral good though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm
The-
kind of
The sun is thoroughly behind the horizon, and it is getting
Well, we
darker
don't
and
need
colder.
the pigs anymore.
Yeah, true. So
Yeah,
we
just
can
dump leave the bones
I have a
here.
12-hour timer.
I'm gonna light my lantern.
Okay. Do you guys, what do you want to do?
Let's.
I guess we can head back and go to the. Do we want to go like take a rest or something? But we need to actually go get to that place before the morning,
gotta
so
go
we don't have
midnight,
time to
yeah.
we don't have time to take a full rest.
I've got a
Unless we
couple
want to
spell
wait
slots.
like a full day. I've got all my spells mostly.
I'm not that worried.
Yeah, it's
I
just
could use a
guy.
short rest at least.
Okay, we can take. Well, we'll have time because it's not
Yeah,
till midnight.
yeah. So let's just take a. Because we can't take a 4.
I think we should go back to the town, take a short rest, and then go.
Well, let's
Do we
see.
want to stop by Humbert Farms?
Well, we don't
So,
need to anymore.
8 hours.
Oh,
or
I
8
guess
The farms,
p.m.
Yeah.
for the
It's kind of
missing-
late for farmers, and so
It's
let's
true.
go by in the morning.
Yeah, it wouldn't be actually. It'd be it would be like 4 a.m. if we like fully took a
Yeah,
long rest. So we can just take a rest here, right? No one's messing around.
that's true.
So
get
then
a
we can
short
go
rest
try and
here,
find
yeah.
Hack. So let's just do a short rest,
But
right?
we're more likely to be safe in town. Taking a rest. Here we'll have to, kind of keep an eye out. I don't know.
All right.
Let's make it to town.
Yeah,
I'm good with either.
What are we doing, friends?
going to town,
Just
taking a
make
short
it town.
rest.
Okay. It's only about a mile away. It takes
Yeah.
you're taking your short rest once you get to town.
Yeah, in town.
Okay, in town. You take your short. You make your way back to where in town?
Or
The
in?
brass cask.
The Brass Cask. Okay. Thoriak greets you. Hey, how's it going, guys?
I'll be a elf again.
Yeah, you're
Instead of walking in as a wolf.
sure. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. What we discussed. Have you read?
It's all taken care of.
Our bed.
Oh, great. No, I'm talking about that other thing we discussed. I told you to come back tonight.
Yeah, no, this is, I wanted to check in on that. We've got some business that might be affected by this.
All right. I need to know. Are your friends on the open up? Can you trust them?
Yes, I
Yes.
think so.
There's no room for error here.
No, these people will do the right thing.
All right. Well,
We're very trustworthy. We only shove bad guys into bags.
They won't do a lot of that, I
she's got a
promise.
mouth on him.
Yeah, she won't do that a lot. I'm going forward on this.
And he's like, all right. I'm backing everything on you.
Your faith will not be failed.
All right. Everybody get the hell out. Ball's closed. And he gestures over to your party towards a table. This is not how I thought this would go down. This is great.
Are we supposed to come back here after midnight one day if we want to talk about missing people?
It was just tonight.
It was just tonight.
This is a one-time thing.
That's why I was
I
like,
forgot
we have to go back
about
to
that.
town.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Ah,
That's why I
good.
was like, where are we going?
I'm
Brass
confused.
cask.
Where are we? Okay, brass cask.
Yeah, we're at the brass cask.
Okay. Where are we at? So, the bar clears out. It's just you guys and Thoriak. You guys are licking your wounds at a table. after about an hour, Thoriak say, I'd like to introduce you guys to somebody. And the door, the outside door opens, and you see an older man. He's wearing a long black coat covering most of his body, and a dirty wide-brimmed hat. And he's like, this is my mate Den. I call him Dene. And Den will walk over and he'll look at Thoriak and he'll go, which one? And he'll kind of nod over to you. Den will look at you and say, what's the best kind of crown?
A broken one.
You're damn right it is. All right. Have a seat, everybody. Have a seat. So here's the job. There's this guy in town. I know you've heard of him. He goes by the Baron. Real piece of shit,
I
isn't
hate
he?
that guy.
Yeah, awful.
All right. He's got the poor, stupid humans all riled up. They're ignoring their own best interests, and they're fighting on behalf of a few rich old shits. And he makes his home east of the castle ward. Baron's dirty as they come. Plenty of blood on his hands. Problem is, no one's got anything that can stick to him. Slippery shit. And he's got half the town guard in his corners. Now, anyone that stumbles upon anything concrete on this guy goes missing. And, I don't have a lot to go on here, but if you and yours can find something to lay him low, well, Guild might look real kindly on that kind of benevolence.
What guild?
You can trust him, right?
Mm-hmm.
You might want to inform them.
I'll catch them up.
All right. So, he's got a real big estate east of town. Might be something there. Man of your skills. Probably don't need too much luck on his hands.
This is what I've been trained for.
That's what I hear.
Pocket's doing his best to seem very... there's been some business with Hack in town, too. Should we look into that concurrently or wait until we deal with the Baron? Is that anything that bleeds over?
I do believe that the Baron has got his fingers in the syndicate, at least in an unofficial capacity. And you might be able to find something there. This is going to be a big job, Pocket. And there's some high stakes here. Baron's estate's well reinforced. It's got guards. You know that boy that follows him around is just a real piece of work.
Yeah, he's quick. I learned that. I was testing those defenses pretty early, and he does not let anything slip.
No, he can come in right in half of that glaive. You be careful.
Does he run a regular schedule for his city visits, or is there any time where we might count on him being out?
No, but you can. He's in town near every day.
Okay.
He don't live up in the castle ward. He lives out east. It's like he doesn't trust folks.
You can count on us.
That's the gig.
If should we use Thoriak as a rendezvous for any progress?
Yeah, you be careful. That's a good man over there. And any missteps, you could get him killed, and you can get a lot of other good people killed. Thoriak can kind of take care of himself, but he can't fight the whole syndicate.
No.
I don't think we can fight the whole syndicate.
Nope. That's why we're meeting here, like we're meeting. You really ain't told her nothing, have you?
We haven't had the time,
All right.
but we've done a lot of work. There's been some... we met because a cult kidnapped us. It seems very prototypical for cults, even in the caliphates, they have a structure that is similar, ranking members, and their mission seems to be trying to bind an archdevil to a human a vessel. And so we've been investigating that, and it's through that investigation that I trust them for this job.
All right. Ain't nothing like a common enemy, right?
That's exactly right. There's no love for the Baron here.
Good. He's got to go down.
Well,
If it ain't you, it's somebody else.
He obviously does not like elves, so I mean, I have a personal interest in addition to my god, and I don't agree with people being captured or their freedom taken away.
Looks like we're of one mind then.
I have one more question.
Yep.
Some of the guild jobs prefer for the interested party to remain alive. Is this one of those jobs, or if anything happened to the Baron, would the guild have a bother?
At this point, time is running short. I'm sure you've heard about this referential.
Mm-hmm.
We can't let that happen, Pocket.
No. I've been looking into it. It looks like there's several different pockets of the city that
Uh-huh.
deeply infested at this point. The acts of the Baron are extremely calculated, and it's obvious that this is an end game for him.
Bevesk is second biggest town around these parts.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of money comes through here. A lot of power.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people. I think some of your missing people are. I think our Baron's at the base of this. I can't prove it.
No, it makes sense.
But some people come back different, people are saying. Is that related to the Baron too? Does he do something to them? Or?
I don't know anything about that, man.
Okay. Maybe that's a separate issue? I don't know.
It might be, yeah, it might just be an extension even beyond what the Baron knows.
So you know the gig?
Know the gig.
You need anything?
A couple sets of dark clothes, if that can be acquired. Just a handful of cloaks would be more than enough.
Okay. He leaves some coinage on Thoriak's bar.
Great.
Make sure that I see him too, right?
I have a cloak already. That makes me sneaky.
May the cracks overwhelm the crowns.
Yeah, all that too. And he says, if you need to get a hold of me, you talk to good old Thoriak over there, all right?
Yes, sir.
And he walks away.
What is Den, like, race-wise?
Appears to be human.
Human.
Appears to be an elderly human male. Make a perception check.
14?
Yeah, appears to be human. Older. And he gets up and he walks out of the bar.
Can I do an insight check too on him? Just to make
Sure.
sure everything's... He's not like a Fritz in disguise.
Sure.
17.
You're pretty sure he's shooting straight with you.
Okay. I'm a little untrustworthy now after the Fritz incident. The Fritz incident.
Juniper and Vanya, you notice as he opens the door of the bar and walks away, his image appears to flicker a little bit, and he slams the door behind him.
Did you see that? Was he astral projecting? But astral projections, can they interact with physical objects?
Astral projection doesn't do that. Astral projection, he could have just been nearby and creating an image or something with some sound. The other way, then that would have been a very high level illusion he was creating that could make sound and do that. It also could have been that he's just a different person creating an image around himself so that he
Like
could
a
still
disguise?
like a disguise.
So
I've seen wizards who can do that and sorcerers who can do that with great proficiency.
welcome to my club.
What guild
what
is this?
is happening?
How much do you want to know?
Oh.
Everything.
So, I've not been dishonest. I went to school for a number of years, but the school was an organization known as the Crown Breakers. In the Caliphates, it's not quite as the royalty isn't as appreciated in the Caliphates as it is out here, and the Crown Breakers work constantly to try and undermine and fight against corrupt political powers.
I'm all for that.
And I just finished my training and was sent to Gladmore to complete my training, but kind of my own solo mission when I was kidnapped for this. The Crown Breakers don't take jobs that aren't of extreme importance, that have a lot of consequences even beyond what I might know.
What job were you taking Gladmore? The king and queen are.
So in
corrupt.
No, I think it's because the lifespan of trainees in the Caliphates isn't as long as those who can get placed in Gladmore. I didn't have an overarching mission. I was just here to help where I could, when I could. And I think my mentor might be protecting me a little bit.
Who's your mentor?
I can't tell you that, but he is a very good man who's taught me everything I know. Anything I've done to be able to help this group, I've learned from him. He is still... he brought me here, and that's the last I've seen him. But the Crown Breakers are a dedicated cause, and helping with this mission means that they might come calling in the future. So helping me on this will mean taking a side in this conflict, and right now that side is between the Baron and the Crown Breakers.
Well, I'm on whatever side Baron is not.
What, like you said, the fact that Gladmore is so peaceful would mean that the Crownbreaker presence here means that something very, very bad is happening, worse than we understood. And
Do you think the king being sick might be of something not natural?
We are taught to not see anything as coincidence, and so it could all play together. The fact that Din thinks that the Baron and these kidnappings are associated makes me feel like there's a grander network at play. But we try to know everything we can, but we're always behind on trying to figure things out, and so we will have to find out. I don't think even the Crownbreakers know. They're just suspicious of
First
what's going on
Bevesk
here.
and then Gladmore.
It's basically Bevesk would make a perfect experiment for taking over Gladmore. If they could take over Bevesk, they could very easily try and take over Gladmore, and however they successfully take over Bevesk. Any chance we have to derail, and again, even if we just want to find information about these kidnappings, I think the Baron now is our best prime suspect, but I'm just making sure you guys know what you're walking into. This could have long-term consequences.
If Bevesk falls the Baron, then the people in Gladmore, the ones that have been scared to speak against elves, will no longer be scared. They will have a fuel under them.
And I think that's exactly the plan here. This is the start of something bad, but associating with Crownbreakers, this isn't just helping out a Crownbreaker, this is doing a Crownbreaker job, which means if the Syndicate finds out that you've done this, you will be life enemies of the Syndicate.
Well, I think I'm an enemy of the Syndicate already.
Great.
If they are supporting Baron in any way.
There's also a certain group of nobility that's a little on the fence that don't approve of Crownbreaker tactics, or even if they agree with what we're trying to do, they don't think we have a right to do it because
Vigilanteism.
we do what we think needs to be done to prevent corruption, and we use the tools of the corrupt to fight them.
Callisto, how do you feel about that?
How do I feel, or how does Tyr feel? Because I'm all about this, but basically I have a feeling that Tyr is going to want me to encourage towards whatever lawful and just outcomes we can for any job. But I think I can reasonably say that ridding the world of people who are actively harming others and actively doing bad things is the most important, because it all comes down to balance.
Is everyone in?
Well, I have no choice. I mean, if they get in power, elves will be just cast out, will be probably detained. I mean, I feel like we don't have a choice. And they didn't seem too fond of you either, Ramash.
I can just leave.
You could, and we will still keep the fight going. I don't want you to feel you have to stay.
No,
What
I mean, like if
happens?
things if we lose and the pro-human faction takes control,
What happens
I
when,
just have to leave, right?
when they
Like,
come after you? Do you think they're going to leave you alone, or do you think they're going to...
where would they come after me at?
I don't know. Do you think they're going to be satisfied with power just here? These tend
Once
to be a
again,
domino effect.
Where I appreciate the sentiment, but where do you think they are going to come after me at?
They might go after the Dragonborns, is all I'm saying.
And I'm asking you,
I don't know where it is, but that
Do
doesn't
you
mean
think
they
they-
don't. They're powerful people.
don't worry about that inevitability. It is, if that were to ever come to pass, it is so far beyond the reach of a small scale, even a large army could not breach the proverbial gates of any city that my people have on this continent. There's nothing to fear in this conflict. That's not an issue. I would just like to stop what they're doing here because I think it's a bad thing to be doing.
Yeah.
Because if then they win, it doesn't matter who was right. They were. My father believes in the victor decides what is right and wrong, and
Victor writes history, too.
and the only way to impose your will upon the world is to crush those who do not see the way things you do. I don't know if I believe that exactly. It doesn't seem like my style. I just kind of want to know what's going on in the town, maybe. I think it might be tough to get home if things go really bad here. Getting home is going to be difficult anyway. Maybe I want to go north. Maybe I want to head north after this.
Gladmore?
North of the Gladmore. To the Storm Reach or whatever it's called.
Stormholds.
Stormhold sounds really cool.
It is pretty amazing from what I've heard.
So maybe we could head to, so traveling here would be very difficult. I'm fine with doing that. I was already the one suggesting that we just basically kick down the Baron's door and just kidnap him or something.
Sounds
That
like
is
he's very
true, you
heavily
did.
guarded, though.
You did
Well,
suggest that.
right? My plans weren't good.
But they were enthusiastic.
They involved knocking on some doors, kicking the hornet's nest, letting them come out, and then trapping them. I think I'm overestimating our abilities now after I got my head crushed by a rock man. That
Did my
was
best.
I need a rest. Rest.
Do we want to talk to Hack before we go?
yeah. Let's. This counts as a short rest. What we're doing right here, we're just hanging out talking, which puts me at full health.
Yeah,
like,
you can take your hit die on your short rest.
Yeah, which at low level, it's very easy to get back to max health on hit die.
Thoriak stumbles over. He's like, "Listen, y'all, it's getting pretty late. I don't think you should go poking your nose in trouble."
Well, we need to poke our. We need to be late for us to do what we need to do.
All right.
I
I can't stop you.
Anton told us to go to Hack. I don't know if I trust Anton that well.
Anton didn't tell us to go to Hack. We asked Anton where he
Yeah, that's
was.
I'd sooner trust Fritz.
Nice.
Over Hack? Or Anton?
No one who would trust Anton.
Or Hack.
Does anyone trust Anton?
I don't think his own mother trusts.
I don't think he trusts himself.
I don't trust
If
him.
we confront Hack, is that if the Baron is part of the syndicate, would that tip the Syndicate and the Baron off to.
Depends on how we handle the situation. Din said that some connections with Hack might give us at least some tips or evidence on the Baron.
Also, if anybody asks, we are literally bounty hunters hunting the bounty on the man's head. Nobody is going to assume we are part of this this organization here. They would go, yes, it's a group of adventuring travelers trying to get a reward on a bounty on a dangerous criminal.
Yeah.
And they were able to ask around and find, right? Like that's actually what we are doing.
During a Crownbreaker job, though, one thing is important, and that's that we don't act like guards. That we need to be respectful of as many people as we can during this job as we go through. And so
I
To be
don't
respectful towards
work
the
for
referendum?
Oh no, not them.
Okay.
No, not our names. I'm just saying, as we do this job, we fight for the poor. We don't, we have to. Everyone else in this is our ally. We do our best by them as we go forward. I'm just required to tell everyone that on a Crownbreaker job.
I don't get that though.
But I'm not doing a
Well-
Crownbreaker job. I'm doing what I was doing before.
What do you mean everyone's
If
our
we're-
ally? Everyone
so-
is not our ally.
No, like Thoriak and his kids. We were very suspicious of that early on, and so those kinds of jobs take a second seat to the Crownbreakers. Like exploring someone's, like if we're suspicious of what the poor here are doing outside of the referentium, I'm not helping on that right now. We have to get the Baron.
Are we suspicious of the poor? I think we're.
We hassled just that kid. We hassled outside of the bar, at the cask.
Or you
that we
got
grabbed.
some of my kids.
No, we asked him questions and I gave him a bunch of money.
We did give him money. That's true.
I gave him like 5 gold, I think it was.
All right, you set him up real good for a long time.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you very
didn't
much.
think I hassled him.
Be sure that you don't.
I mean,
Lock somebody up and put them in a bag. I've seen me do it.
We won't be doing that anymore.
Yeah, we're done with the body
probably.
disposal business.
Yeah.
But
I
if
do appreciate. Wait, how did that
bag
go,
again.
by the way?
The bag ate
the
him.
bag ate it.
The bag
And it
didn't
got
spit it.
twigs on it.
The bag ate it. It's a demon bag. It's literally a devil bag that we got off of a
It's a
devil.
Krampus bag.
It's gonna
gotta
turn me
cleanse it.
into a
I don't know what a
Krampus.
Krampus is, but thank you.
He's a goat. He's a goat devil. He's
Can I
a
trust
he's a
you?
goat
you
fiend.
can trust him.
Right.
And
Your
we're just
body's
gonna
not
go.
recognizable anymore.
He got hit by a big rock.
And I
it's-
don't think we have DNA analysis in this fantasy
It's
land.
been a very stressful day.
And what?
What?
D and what?
All right,
I said DNA analysis in this fantasy land.
Right. And
let's take down the Baron.
Okay.
Well, first, let's go talk to
Hack.
Mr. Hack.
Yeah, I think didn't Thoria kind of hint wink at us not to get into trouble tonight?
Well, I mean, it's just getting really late. I mean, you guys are welcome, and you can use my bar, but it's getting very late in the evening, and it's a pretty good time to take a long rest. But my doors are open to you if you need.
Great.
That sounds like we shouldn't go do that.
No, let's go do that because tonight's the night where we know where he's gonna be.
That was me saying that. Do you guys need to go?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll pause here.
Yeah.
'cause
Great.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna be like,
Yeah.
we'll stop when we.
Cool. Yeah, we'll break there. Good session, guys. Good detective work. Way to kill my cool monster. I loved him so much.
We're
Can you tell how much
sorry.
love he was built with?
Look
Yes.
at the texture.